and then we'll get into it. I'm gonna get my feet turned down, but I checked it. I didn't check that because I speed things up when I'm watching them, so I'm just reading.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see noise, don't put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season, time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side, time will never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. But I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you.
Hey, you took yourself off the screen. Oh, wow, there's some shit going on these streets. Oh my god, I'm trying to spell courtesy, and my phone keeps putting custody. It won't let me, every time I auto-correct it, or corrected, it auto-corrected back as soon as I hit send. Oh my god. And I'm muted. Okay, I can't win today. First, I don't want to switch over and add me to the screen, then I'm switching muted. Yeah, it's going to be one of them kind of days. I'm sitting here trying to spell courtesy in my dang phone, and every time I put courtesy and I click it to send, it changes it and puts custody. I'm like, what? What am I custody of being done? Get that. Oh my gosh, I am gonna get in that thing research. I really am. I really, really, really am. One that I can, well, when I'm with it. And this one's starting to sound wanky, and I've adjusted everything you can adjust, and it's just not working the way it should. Oh my Lord. Okay, so now I'm back on anything. The couple chats I was into today, the chat kept, and it's probably just on my end, kept freezing up. I was sick. Now can y'all hear me? Sounds like I'm being attacked by 1,000 bees. Huh. Is it still like that? Trapper, not today. Alright, not today. I'm already having enough of a problem. Uh-uh. Time out, dude. Bye. Not even taking with you. Like I'm in a well. It still sounds bad. I can't plug back in. Yeah, I know. It's me, Amberly. You want to come up? Anybody want to come up? You come up. I'll do it. Today's just going to be a shit show anyway. My damn laptop don't want to plug in. Oh my lord, I cannot today. Is my sound still sounding bad? It's better. What the hell is going on? Oh, this is not what I need today. Let me check the sound on here. Everything test. The output's good. Echo cancellation. Automatically adjust mic. Reduce mic background noise. Huh. Okay. It says it's okay, so it may just be, hey, little Irish girl. Hey, Hope for Snoopy. I just love that you changed to that in the Snoopy icon. Charlie Brown's big in our house, you know. My kids, even though they can't watch none of the Charlie Brown specials anymore because of greedy ass Apple TV, um, they don't get to watch the Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving specials and all that stuff because, Apple had to buy the rights, and I'm not paying for Apple TV just for them to watch them. But don't worry, I managed to find them. And they love reading Charlie Brown's books, and they just love Charlie Brown and Snoopy. It's a regular one of those days. Yeah, it is. We love you, Sprinkles. Oh, that's a cool name. Hey, Beer Can, how are you? Hey, Blank Screen. Um, I'll tell you what, I only got to see a very little bit of what was going on last night with Gina Diamond. And y'all know I never talk about Gina. I don't, Dimple Duck 911. You guys, I love you guys' names. Oh my gosh. Hey, Leave It to Bieber. Hey, Lurker. Hey, Seeker. Thank you for renewing Poolside. Welcome back to Poolside. Hey, wishful thinking pickle whisper. What is that all about? Y'all and your pickles. Yeah, I don't think it's cool at all. And blank screen, I'm 100% with you on that. I block as fast as I can. I just don't have time for it. I don't want that important. And there's like a gazillion rappers. I mean, if you're gonna be a troll, at least be a cool troll. Come on, you gotta be nasty and ignorant and show your ignorance to the world. And you don't gotta type words that you shouldn't even be thinking, let alone using. Oh, it's just gross. Can't hear me? Okay. Well, no, I'm up in chat now. Okay. That's, yeah. And then they just come back, hey, True Seeker. And then they just come back under another name or another alt. It's like, how do people keep them straight? I don't know how people do it. I there's no way. And I'm very organized and I like things just a certain way, but I have a hard enough time keeping up with just me, just my one. I couldn't keep up with 2 and 3 account. I couldn't do it. Nothing would ever get done. There would never be no emails answered, no message. No, there would never be no, I couldn't do it. Plus, how do you keep track of who you are in chats? Where you got a list, you got a little notebook in front of you, you write it down. That's too much work. That's too much effort to what? Be an idiot? It's stupid. It's really sad that that's you got all the time to do that. That's, maybe get a hobby. Like there's the crocheting world and the knitting world. There's all kind of arts and crafts and DIY channels and stuff. Yeah, get a hobby. Get a couple of them. Hey, Wise Angel. Hey, Marcy. So today is going to be a little bit of everybody. Everybody. I have. I am truly appalled. You can't call me when I'm live. I am, and no one's saying that. You guys can't hear me? No, there's. I have sound. Oh, what the hell's going on? You can hear me? You can hear me now. I can hear you. I can hear you. I was gonna say I've got um if I turn it up any louder, I'm gonna blow y'all's eardrums. And I've got it's vibrating. I've checked all my settings. They're good. You can hear me? Okay. I just got a call saying nobody could hear me. Huh. Maybe getting that new mic sooner than I planned on it. I'll get it. I'll get it. I got everything else pretty much out of the way. It's been 6 months now. Our truck got hit by that mail truck at the parking lot at my husband's job. She backed right into him. 6 months ago. Well, November. Yeah, November, December, January, February, March, April. And they're finally going to take care of it 6 months freaking later. I should have just turned it into my insurance company and let them handle it. But I didn't want to take the chance of it raising our rates because insurance is outrageous here in Florida. And my husband has a very clean record. No tickets, no accidents. He was parked. He was backed into by the mail truck. He wasn't even in the car. He was parked. But yeah. So I figured being the post office, they take care of it right away. So I didn't. Oh my lord, never again, never again. My insurance company would have had that truck fixed in a week or two, at the most. At the most. Oh, I'm over. Okay. Hey, Daddy's baby girl, how you doing? How you feeling? Okay, good. All right. Then there was something I don't know. They hit. Yeah, they hit my husband's truck. Well, he was parked at work. Our truck was parked, and the mail truck was backing up, and she backed right into him. I mean, it was. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um, so I'm really appalled that people ran as hey Colin is as many creators were doing lives about Sebastian and what the father has said in his last interview. I and some of the thumbnails. I'm sorry, Dolly, you're disgusting. I'm sorry. I get that everyone says PJ's nice and everything else, but PJ, come on, you're a mom, you're a woman, and that kind of clickbaiting stuff is okay with you? Okay, I guess each to his own. No, and it's not just in the Sebastian Robbins case. Rogers, why do I keep saying that? Rogers case. Sorry for that. He did the same in Madeline Soho's case. His thumbnails are disgusting. He clickbaits the hell out of everything. He is a fake. He is a fraud. Oh, he's going back on another interview and again on the Pascal show. Yeah, no, that's a hard no for me. That's a hard no for me. Yeah. Now he's going to clear things up again. I'm sorry. No. And sadly, these parents are being exploited like crazy. And they're just so desperate to keep their son's picture out there and his story out there that it does, throw in the jabs when you can, throw in the little snarky remarks when you can, just to keep it going. And that's just to keep their son's picture and name out there. And they shouldn't have to do that. These channels shouldn't be doing that. They've lost Sebastian in all this. It's it's now let's keep that wedge going. Let's drive that wedge deeper in between the family, get the family going back and forth. It'll give us endless content. We'll all take sides. It's disgusting. No, he's not at this point. I have to agree with you. It's me, Amberly. And I don't want to be harsh on him at all. God, my heart breaks for him. He has his child is missing. And I can see because I'm from the outside looking in of how he's being used. And he's fallen right into the trap. We've seen it happen time and time again. Hey, Mickey. Um, it's and he's not doing it to hurt. I don't truly believe to hurt anyone. He's just doing whatever he's got to do to keep talking about his son. But you can't jump on one side here because no one knows what truly happened. There's no evidence. Law enforcement has made that very clear. There's no evidence that any of the parents did anything. No foul play. Yet everyone's decided that the stepfather, and hence because the name stepfather, of course, um, and the mother are guilty. They don't know of what, They don't have any evidence of anything. Dookie, please get out of my cords. You're part of the reason my stuff is getting messed up. You're yanking the heck out of my cords, dude. I'm gonna have to start making you stay in the house when I'm live, because I know that's what happened to this cord for the laptop. No, you're messing mommy's stuff up. You big old tubba tubba. Don't you bite me. Don't you dare bite me. You bit me. You listeners goes to everybody else. Um, what proof do they have that they did anything other than Chris happens to be the stepfather? Because if that wasn't the case, I don't think things would have went the way they have, to the severity that they have. And a lot of people have missed that. I have not, because they concentrate on step dad. And I mean, you could really point the finger at all three parents. But why? How's that helping? How has that helped? Now you've got one parent who is liking the attention and getting a lot of donations. If the other parent did that, oh boy, you got one parent that was 3.5 hours away. That's been proven he wasn't home. Law enforcement apparently is satisfied with the proof they have, the evidence they have of his whereabouts. They don't need to share it with anybody on social media. It's not your damn business. Um, and you have the dad who was what? Less than an hour away. And you have the mom who was there. Quit driving a wedge between them. Get them to, you want them to stand strong together for Sebastian, no one else. But for you to share this SA story and make it your thumbnails, that's as low as you can go. That's lower than low. Sorry. But I will share the mom's post about that whole situation because it's heart wrenching and it shouldn't have had to have been done. Oh, Justin is. Oh, we're gonna peek in on it. He's just hard to review. Hey, Daisy, because he's so freaking slow and boring. And even speeding Justin up a lot of the times doesn't help. But he's not getting enough of attention. He needs some extra attention. He said he was going to start a third channel. I heard on Nonsenses today that he went ahead and did that. He said he was going to kick off his TikTok because he was all, when he did that 30-minute pout, poor me victim cry video when he lost his monetization on his main channel. Nothing teaches these people. You don't, and he can say and believe all he wants that it was for over 2 seconds of music. Bullshit. 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 Now I'll be in yellow because I said the bad word. But okay. How you doing, True Seeker? I said hi to you earlier. I did. True Seeker. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna read the post. Unsupervised Maniacs posted it, and it is. I trust anything she posts. I mean, she's putting out some good shit. She or some good videos. She really good content, and she's putting the work in. She does a good job. If she did for Sebastian, Eye of the Tiger, come on home, buddy. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. But Dolly, when is enough enough? When is it enough putting out fake facts and fake news? This is a true post. Nowadays, people don't defend what is right. They defend who they like or benefit from. Boy, that is so true. So true. This post just really touched me. Um, because the mom shouldn't have had to put this out, in all honesty. Let me see if I need to say hi to anybody. I have no, today was the first time me myself have ever posted my links, and I don't know. Apparently, I didn't do it right. I don't know because I don't see it pinned. Oh, no banner. Oh, and to read this post, I'm not going to play music, but when I review certain people, I have to. Um, and what the hell was going on last night, yesterday, with all the damn striking? Since you know what, now you're going to strike anybody who reviews you. You're going to strike someone for reviewing you, and but yet you can review somebody and use vile, hateful words at them, and it's okay for you. But nobody was even being vile and hateful. She was laughing. People were. How can you turn around and strike someone when you do worse? And it's constant. I don't know. I don't understand that. This ridiculous striking just to be, oh, I'm going to take someone's life down while they're alive. I got over. No, you didn't. It just makes you, come on. It's one thing if you're being totally harassed and threatened and all that, I mean, if it's hardcore. But let's face it, there was no reason to strike, and you're not going to win the strikes in the end. You did it to be an idiot. Sorry, but it is. You did it to be an idiot. How would you could be struck every time you go live because you're very vile with the things you say about people and the way you automatically go to calling people names and insults. How so I guess it's okay for you. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, she did. I was in there. You're going to strike someone for reviewing your live. I'm just not in. I get it that people have a right to strike. I'm all for that. Legitimately. Those were not legitimately. Sorry. They just weren't. If someone is threatening your children, threatening you with physical harm, doxing you, and I mean a real dox, you know, um, being just down, you know what I mean, then I get it. But none of that was going on. None of that was going on. And I only got to watch a couple minutes of, the little bit that Queen Bee did show of Gina's live. I don't know if I had to go, so I don't know if she went, if she, I haven't had a chance to check to see if she was able to finish playing it. But just from what I heard, that's pretty nasty. Now that vile, disgusting talk like that, that's what's going to get you struck. That's what should get you struck. If you're trying to dox somebody or threaten people's kids, when you go that low, that was totally on a different level than what JP's live was on, as far as the vile, disgusting behavior. And it was on a higher level than what Queen's was too. I can get that. I didn't get to see the rest of Gina's live because when I went to find it this morning, it was gone. I couldn't find it. I couldn't even find her channel, and I know that before, in the past, she's hid stuff after having one of her threatening to do real life shit to people, rants. Come on, it's not a secret that she's had them. By no means is it a secret. Hey, Slim Jim. Oh, thank you for joining poolside. Perfect time too. It's beautiful weather. Pool's open for the season. You can enjoy. We got some adult bowls of gummies, adult gummies, and adult brownies. And then we have. Oh, thank you, Slim Jim. Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I got to come up with a new one because I always have to mute that one. They always make me mute it. So I've been told, yeah, that's what I've been told. And like I said, I only got to see the little bit that Queen did show, and I haven't had a chance to see if Queen got to finish it or if it got taken down beforehand. But it was pretty bad, just what I did see. And I was told it got worse than that. That there was a lot worse things said than the first couple of minutes I seen. And I'm like, whoa, hey Vic, I do too, but they keep making me mute it or take it out. And I got it from YouTube Music, YouTube Studios, the music we're allowed to use for our shorts and stuff, but they still hit me with it. And I've fought it a couple times and I won, but I shouldn't have to fight it every time I want to use it because I got it off YouTube Music and I kept it under the 10 seconds. And it's for YouTube Shorts, but I'm just going to make another one. I want to do something with a pole in it since we're poolside, like somebody diving into the pool the wrong way, maybe. Something funny. Hey, Twinkles. It was stream sniping? Who was stream sniping? I didn't know anybody was doing that. Like I said, I only got to see, and then I had to go, and so I don't know what happened. But I know I went to look, and I couldn't find it. Um, what is going on with this chat? Um, I don't know. It's just it is it worth it? Is I can't even get chat to work on here. I mean, I think there should be lines that we don't cross. Hey, Johnson. Yeah, stream sniping. I was somebody doing that. I wasn't even aware of that, and that's something that I've called out before. Yeah, um, I didn't know. Sleuthing tater tot, but it still don't make it okay what was said. Just from what little bit I did hear, and what and like I said, I've only been told because I haven't heard it with my own ears. Um, that it got even worse. Sometimes you just got to know when to stop. When to stop. Sometimes words, people say, oh, they're just words, they don't hurt. But yes, they do. Yes, in fact, they do. And sometimes words can't be taken back, if you know what I mean. Maybe not taken back, but maybe forgiven. I don't, is the right word. And sometimes I think we all lose sight of that. I don't know. It's just my opinion. And yeah, I could be an ass with my opinion. But this is the post from Katie Proudfoot. And in my opinion, again, this should have been a very unnecessary post. This should not be going the way it's going. This story did not need to be another Summer Wells. Sadly. It's, I think, just as bad, if not worse, than somewhere else. I don't know. And of course, they keep throwing all their other cases in the mix of it. And very disappointed in some serious thumbnails. I don't know. And then Morbid. Morbid, well, he does Morbid. Okay. So that's not going to blow it up so I can read it on my phone. Wow, that's going to be hard to read. Okay. Um, he once again thinks he's some kind of therapist or counselor or, oh, my cat actually wants in the house and I'm letting him in so he'll stay out of my cords and he'll quit biting me. Hold on. Wait, you can go in. Yes, that's a great idea, sir. Yes, that's a really great idea that Sir Duke wanted in the house. I'm so glad he can't get out. We don't get a lot of bunnies anymore down here because of all the critters we have down here in Florida. But we have a big bunny. And we did when we first moved up here 17 and a half years ago. Oh, God, you could come out any time of the day and see a whole freaking family of armadillos trashing your yard. And you'd see bunnies, you know. But as they kept building and building and building, it, you don't see that many anymore. Just like with our turtles. I mean, you'd see at least 5 or 6 a day crossing the main road out there, the main highway, because my husband would always stop and move the damn things. That's why he got the nickname superhero from our goddaughters. Oh my God, that day they kept flying in the door. Hey, Kathy, Uncle Frank's a superhero because he stopped and saved 2 turtles. It was so cute. But we have a bunny and she's nice size. So she's been around a minute. And I'm so thankful my cat can't get outside. You laugh at me and Duke. Sir Duke's a pain in my butt, but I love him. But he needs, I want to get the kids and me want chickens. We really do. And we're allowed to have them, even though I don't live in the country. We're allowed to have them. I just, and my neighbor even said I could have part of his yard if I needed it to give them more space. But they're going to have to be enclosed here because they won't last if they're not. There's cat colonies, there's gators everywhere. Um, yeah, no, there's just too much. I don't know. He needs to say Bigfoot. Yeah, I know. He wants to go Bigfoot hunting so bad. He cracks me up with that Bigfoot stuff. Hey, Layla. He cracks me up with that Bigfoot stuff because I can't keep a straight face a lot. And he'll look at me. I know that look. After 43 years together, I know that look. It's true what they say after so many years together, you actually sound alike. Because I can tell you what he's going to say before he says it, and I'm sure same with me. But you figure we've been together since high school, so we grew up together, really. Into from teenage into adult. Too many years. I think it's 43. Is it 43 or 45? I'll have to ask him. He knows that stuff, not me. That's his job. I never keep track of that stuff. Hey, Spudler. Yeah, we just celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary. And I only know because he told me that it was the 40th because I thought it was the 39th. But yeah. You're the one who's very interested in Bigfoot. Oh my God, he would love it. He keeps telling me, see if anybody wants to go Bigfoot hunting. We'll go. He's already went out and looked for the skunk apes here. Yeah, he has. That's what they call Bigfoot here, skunk apes, because of the smell. Oh, thank you, Layla. Hey, Darby. You gave your cat a bath. Oh, I dread that part. I got to give him. He's got to have a bath once a week, right now with the medicated stuff. Because I've never had a big orange tabby. That was never had an orange tabby, but he's a big. He's as big as my Mancoon, and he's not Mancoon at all. Um, but he's got bad cat dander for some reason. So I'm using a little bit of coconut oil, and it's really helped. But I'm he's got 3 weeks in a bath once a week with the medicated shampoo. So I got to bath him this weekend. Dread it. I'm gonna wear big heavy arm gloves because it's not that he scratches, he bites. He thinks he's a damn dog. He's bigger than most people's dogs. He don't leave my squirrels alone. He's gonna be in trouble. Thankfully, he can't get to them. But I think if he really wanted to, he'd go right on through this screened-in room. I keep telling him he's not a cat, he's a bird because they call it a bird cage, and he's inside a bird cage. He don't listen to me. But anyway, why is my phone dinging? I have no idea. Okay, let's read this. You see, I don't like mixing this, but I'm not doing the facts part of the case. I'm doing the drama side of the case, the fake facts. But please don't forget to keep sharing Sebastian's info. Just keep putting it out there. You never know. It could help. It could really, make a difference. It's not going to hurt nothing. Just not the crap that some of these people are putting out. Don't put that out there. It's about this little boy who needs to be found and brought home safe and sound. Okay. This is from Katie Proudfoot. Unsupervised Maniac said, I understand the drama of it all sells. I am asking all creators, please consider that Sebastian could possibly be reading and watching everything that is happening. He is a 15-year-old young man who may be struggling and may be alone, scared, embarrassed, and very unsure of himself and where he belongs. Please put him first. I am not I am not only a treatment professional, court appointed victims. Wait a minute. Where'd my mouse go? Court appointed victims advocate, but also a survivor. I understand that struggle. I stand firmly on Sebastian's side. I understand there are questions, but please offer grace to his family on both sides. For Sebastian, let him know it's safe to come out from wherever he may be hiding. The following is by Katie Proudfoot. This was shared with me by another creator. Please, for Sebastian, stop speaking about his trauma in derogatory ways and disgusting thumbnails. Do not violate Sebastian any further. It is his story to tell, and we have to find him to let him tell it. Come on home, Sebastian. And it has green hearts. Yeah. Sadly, they won't listen to it. They won't listen to it. Unsupervised Maniacs, KCG. I'm going to share her link um, in a minute here. She's she does a really good job. There is good creators out there that have been doing, and Jones has been knocking it out of the park with some videos. I have forgotten you the details, the things you forget because time passes. And even with Quentin Simon, you forget things, or in the Monkey Bond case, or you know, and now we got people that want new trials for people that have been convicted. and I just lost everything. Unbelievable. Oh, this phone drives me nuts. I Okay, there's her. There's Unsupervised Maniacs link. Now let me get back to reading this post from Katie. I just think it's sad it even had to be written. And now I guess Seth is going to go on another panel tonight and try to straighten out how this has been twisted and turned around. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Innocent until proven guilty is so effing important now, I know from experience. It is. Spudler, how are you doing today, Spudler? Yeah, they do. And that's sad. That's evident. And sadly, there's, come on, there's people out there, there's creators out there that want that divide. It gives them more dramatic content. And let's encourage them to work together as a family and stay strong and stand up together as a family for Sebastian. Because he's the only one that matters in all this. I don't give two shits about Zest's life, but don't act like you don't have no skeletons. Everybody does. Anyway, I don't care about Chris and Katie, other than they have a missing child. I don't care about all this stuff that's being created online. I wish they would have picked other channels to go on. Um, but, that's not my decision to make. And I pray for them that their son comes home safe and sound. But I don't care about any of this other crap. Their financials, whatever's going on in their relationships, is none of my business. None of my business. It's not YouTube content, in my opinion. But it is just my opinion. Thank you. God, somebody else. I keep trying to walk around it, but I do say it, and I know it pisses people off. Thank you, Jones. I'm sorry, but that just needs to shut the F up about worry about searching for Sebastian. His talking on these platforms is doing nothing but bringing more chaos to Sebastian's case. Yes, oh my God, it's so nice to hear somebody else say that. Because I've been saying it for days and I've been getting some side eyes. But it's the truth. I get that he just wants to keep his son out there. Oh, God, I get that. It wasn't even my son, it was just my nephew. So I totally get that. Um, but, and he didn't know how, I don't think things work on YouTube. I don't know. But at some point, you do know when you can keep going into chats with all the drama and you keep going on panels that have said some of the most horrific things. And when you keep throwing jabs, I get that it's he's probably ready to explode with, it's just it's got to be hard being the dad. It's got to be hard. But it's time to leave these YouTube platforms alone. It's time to take a step back for Sebastian before there's so much damage done. I don't know. Hey, B. Cather. Hey, Chris Craft. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. In the beginning, the first couple panels, yeah, okay, use that. But not at this point. And not at 5 days ago. It's I've seen the things being said that he says in chats. And a lot are saying that social media has pushed him, to the brink. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it needs to stop. And now he's going on another panel to yet again clear things up. Here we go again. He says these things and then he goes around trying to clean it up. Don't say it in the first place. Oh, KCG. Pascal tonight. Well, I've had a missing relative, my nephew. And in all honesty, we didn't get much help from law enforcement in that town. Didn't expect to either. I mean, they can say when you're an adult, you have a right to leave, and even though there was lots of red flags, it is what it is. Until they found his remains a year later, I sat with my sister-in-law when she was losing it. I see. I mean, I didn't. He was my nephew. It's different than your son, your only child, and it broke my heart. I've lost a child, so I know what she's feeling now. And I'm so thankful we didn't go to YouTube or social media. No way. Mm-mm. Okay, my neighbor's coming home. You single women need to get down here. Do you know what he did for me? He is such a sweet neighbor. The other day when I was live, he rolled me up and brought me one. I was like, oh, thank you. Is that I'm sorry for letting the dog out and they almost got into it? Anyway, Katie says that child was not 13 because Seth has stated that it was a 13-year-old. And we did not allow my son to be abused. We contacted all authorities. My son received all the available help he could get. Multiple therapists involved. His doctor did know because he went to the doctor and got checked immediately. Zeth was involved in his therapy as well. There are so many lies in this story, including him failing to mention where Zeth got banned from the base for his violent tendencies. Where at the time my son was seeing psychiatrists and psychologists to help him with his trauma from Seth's abuse and the trauma from being assaulted by this child. Let me be clear. I think it is sickening that this man is airing my son's trauma online. My son deserves better than that. When we find him, and I believe in my heart we will, the truth will come out. He is doing his best to slander us as parents, but my son is loved and cared for and always will be. Public opinion based on lies, assumptions, half truths is rampant because of things like this, which has nothing to do with finding Sebastian. I will not stoop as low as to partake in a back and forth argument with him. God knows the truth, and the truth always comes out. Please stop the madness and focus on finding Sebastian. Oh, that's a post that shouldn't have had to have been made. It just shouldn't have had to have been made. And I know they're concentrating on, well, he told Seth, his dad, he was afraid he didn't want to go home because he was afraid of, now pay attention to the words, stepdad. Um, and I keep pointing that out, stepdad, because that goes along with why they pinned at him, or one of the reasons he was, what do you want to say, red flagged from the get go, because he is a stepdad. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Oh, but that shouldn't have had to have been said. Uh, so, to the drama side of this, actually, do y'all want to just have some laughs? Hey, Still Mother. Hey, Revival. Yeah. And the Cash Apps were being pushed hard. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Nonsense. Thought you was going to get your nails done. Hey, I almost missed my live because I was in there listening to you guys and listening to Kenzie. I almost missed my live. Oh my God. Y'all want to do, because, like I said, I wasn't concentrating on the facts of the case. I was concentrating on the drama these guys bring. So I don't feel bad about showing 5 minutes of Rose and paper cut to give everybody a break. Um, because I'm, like I said, if it was about the facts of the case, no, uh, I wouldn't be. But it's just been so heavy out here lately. It's just been really, and in this case, this story, this case, it hits home hard for me because unfortunately I've been through having someone missing. Our outcome wasn't good. I'm praying for them to have the best possible outcome. That this baby just comes home. And but concentrate, what I was saying is they were concentrating on, even in thumbnails, about that comment. He's 15. His parents are divorced. He's got two different ways of living with, because no two, nobody's the same. Everybody does things differently. His dad's even said he had a lot more freedoms in his house than with his mom. Um, they parent differently. That's fine, of course. But what teenager hasn't said no? I don't want to go home because they're pissed off about something. You know? Oh, Andre. Oh, Betty did. She didn't leave. I thought she was going to use her mama's car. Yeah, Nancy Grace. Oh my lord. At one time I liked Nancy Grace years ago. This was years ago. She had a TV show. Um, and I watched a lot of Channel 25, which is CNN. Um, when I do watch TV, when I remember to watch TV. Uh, yeah. So years ago, I liked her, and you could see the change in her. To, yeah, now she's a tragedy vulture. Oh, well, let me go look. Let me go look before I show this. Just so what happens right there is burnt toast. Oh no, she didn't. Tell me Betty didn't pull. They found him. Crap. Please tell me Betty didn't pull. Okay, I'm gonna share this, but I'm gonna have to now check it. I, did I check Betty today? I think she posted something. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Because I'm digging out my cupboards and Do not. I'm trying to get my spring cleaning all done by Sunday at the latest. But now I want to scrub the carpets and the furniture, so it's gonna take me an extra day. But yeah, this is burnt toast. Ooh, not bullhorn. No, I don't want bullhorn. But we will see what you posted today, because I'm sure Betty didn't. Now, why won't you post it right? Okay, burnt toast says, "What? What? No, 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 no. They found him? What?" Betty ran with that? Silence as she looks it up. I don't see anything that they found him. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Okay, it doesn't look like they found him. That makes you feel a little better when someone asks comment on whether or not Sebastian Rogers has been found. Wow. The good news is the car is still broken down. She announced this today, and it looks like she won't be able to go down to Tennessee to protest with her bullhorn. Oh, I thought she was using her mom's car and going, hmm. So let me, Betty, instead of not even addressing it while you're live, you address it. Remember the last time she did that? The Layla Santanello alleged false striking. Anyway, so I can't. I what do you say to Betty at this? I can't. Anyway, morbid. Let's get some laughs because this has all just been so heavy on everybody and triggering for a lot. And I got to be honest. This one because I just went through something. I mean, our nephew's only been gone. Well, it took him a year to find him, and he's only been gone 2 years, so it's still fresh. And I remember the searches that the family did. And you know what? No one ever went out alone. It was always a group, and you got to search right. You can't go out there being the lone ranger, especially in territory you don't know anything about. Honestly, nothing surprises me with bets anymore. Yeah, I'm blown away there. I thought she learned her lesson with Layla Centinella stuff. So I guess that's the live we're going to be playing a little bit of because I am not doing the whole thing. But I did not clip her, and I know you guys know why I don't clip Betty because Betty's go-to is that was heavily edited. That's clipped. Nope. I'll fast forward through her live, but I will not clip her. Try that once with me. You won't try it again. Anyway, so Morbid decides that he is playing therapist. Now I feel weird even showing this after talking about that little boy. Even though I'm talking about the drama side of it, I just feel weird. Bye, Darby. Thanks for coming in. And I won't click my lighter so much. It's about out of fluid. I'm like nonsense. I gotta get a new one so I can sit here and click it and just waste the fluid. Um, Gummy City today, I guess. Anyway, I'll go ahead and play it because it's not that long, and maybe it'll give you all some laughs. I mean, what else can you do with these two but laugh? You need to know which part of town to stay away from. Well, hey, welcome in. Damaris? Is that how to say it? Damaris? Um, Pretty much, Wendy, you have to you figure that out as you cruise the streets. I'm getting some really weird channels coming up though. And I'm like, I've never even been to that community on YouTube, but I think I might have found someone new to add to the locales. I'm gonna watch a little bit more of them today and see. But yeah, yeah, I would really like to see a real dance off, not Rose just showing you these. I'm not sure what she's doing with her feet, but I watch ballet classes every week with my kids, and I watch the instructors, and I watch the girls that are competing, and yeah, I don't see that. But anyway, she would actually have to do more moves than moving her feet a little bit. But it would be cool, and I think a dance off would draw a big crowd. Yeah, it's weird what's coming up, but I think it may have gave me a whole new avenue of content. Hey, running bear. So Morbid is playing, like I said, therapist. I don't know why he thinks he can have people up on panel that are fighting and fix it and get ceasefires, because I think they agreed to do it, but then Rose stayed on panel talking. So yeah, so much for the agreement.
So now she
But then
thinks that
maybe we could shut it down.
she
Yeah.
never, if she apologized, if she acted, if she realized what a bad thing that was, but it isn't how she feels. She says she would take me to court and file a lawsuit against me,
Okay,
and
Tina
that she's
is
glad she called the
backstage,
cops.
and let's give it a try, Rose. All right, let's see. I trust me. Please trust me in this. I think
Oh, I
I
don't
can help
know.
you all.
I don't
And no
know.
long-windedness. Will when Rose wants to say something, Rose will say something. When Tina wants to respond, Tina will do so. Here it is. Tina, thank you for being here.
KCG, I flick my lighter so that I don't smoke. Instead of smoking a cigarette, I click my lighter. I know it's weird, but I'll sit here and click it a few times and then put it down, and then I don't smoke the cigarette. See? Hey, Lindsay Lee. Yeah, I figured everybody could use some laughs. I mean, I know it's people screaming, but it's just funny. I mean, what else can you do with these two? And Tina, did you get a haircut? You got a haircut. Why did you cut your pretty hair? But okay. I'm doing it. I'm not cutting it as short as yours. Mine's down to almost my ass. Yeah, so I'm getting it all cut off. It is so thick and heavy. And I was supposed to go Wednesday, but instead I had to take my daughter to the doctor. Then I had to take her back to the doctor yesterday. But we finally got her ear straightened out. Everything's cool. It was worth canceling
And
my hair appointment for my daughter. I can always get my hair cut. She only has one set of ears. And I want to take her anyway, too, because she needs a trim. But I'm getting a chop. I am getting this stuff. I don't even think I'm going to have it touching my shoulder blades. That's how much. That way they have enough to donate for a wig.
Hi, I've been listening. I gave her a chance to
well,
say
she
quite a
never had an
bit.
opportunity
You
to
gave me a
speak
No,
on
chance.
this
I know
So
platform.
that.
nice.
No, I mean, I've been listening. I haven't even been in chat because I knew she wouldn't give me that chance if she didn't get at least a half hour in.
You've
But
been
what
up
I,
here a million times.
Yeah,
I've
no,
never
I've been
been
up
up
here
here.
twice.
You've
Twice
been up here
about
way more than
Team
that,
Rose.
and you've
No,
expressed yourself
Well,
many
well,
no,
times.
only twice.
Tina, let me just say something.
Yeah.
Rose never been up here before, so
That's
I
right. I've
wanted
never
to
No,
been
but
give her an
I've only been
opportunity.
up here twice
I know
about
that's
the
fine,
Rose thing.
but
But
Rose
I've
has been
never
up here
been up,
0
Tina.
times. This is her first time
Okay.
here.
Yes.
So
This
let's
is
Okay,
just
see, Morbid, you're not supposed to be one sided here. You're supposed to be getting a truce here. You're supposed to be neutral, but you can clearly tell you favor Rose. You didn't before because Tina came up until Ernie entered the picture.
the
Yeah,
first
and then
time.
I was up another time with Ernie Shell stuff.
exactly.
But this is what I wanted to say. Rose did not say, I will give you the money. What she said
Oh,
was this, and I have it on tape. She goes, you know what? I'll give you some of the money so you'll go. No, you know what? I'm not giving you anything. this and that. And so for her to push, like she has this chunk of money she's going to give me, there's no excuse not to see my mom. That's not true.
Okay,
Flat
stop there.
not
Let
true.
Team Rose respond to that.
Wow.
Rose, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, that was a tiny part of the whole thing. Second of all, if you would really go, I would have helped you. And even if I wasn't going to help you, you have a lot of ways to make the money to go see her. It is not about me giving you money, Megan. Your excuses for not going to see your mother were because of your cats. And I can show the list of what you wrote to me in our private messages of all the cat fees. That's what your
Right.
excuse was. It had nothing to
But that's
do
not
with
all
me
of it.
giving you money. Why are you
That's
even
not
bringing
all
up
of
me
it.
giving you money? Why? So
That's
you're not
not
going to see your
all of
mother
it.
unless I give you money.
Okay, so
That's
Rose
not all of
just
it.
threw out
It's
that.
not just cats.
So okay, Tina.
Okay, Tina, you have no problem getting money on YouTube. Come on. You went into Ernie's chat and you walked away with a nice drum set for your grown son. But honestly, Rose, it's really not your business what she does with her mother. It's really not. And Tina, you put out way too much info on YouTube, dear. Learn to zip it up a little.
Respond to that. If it's not just the cats, what else was it?
Down.
So what else was
Right.
it?
Well,
Explain.
I wrote cats down because they're expensive, and that's the only time they can get to the vet
We
for
understand that.
deworming and things
We
like
understand.
that.
But
Yeah.
what are the other
The other
factors that you
reasons
couldn't see your
What's
why-
the
mom?
only time
The
they
other
could get to the vet?
factors that I haven't, the other factors that I haven't been there in 12 years
Okay.
are 3 years of the darn C disease is in there. CPS being
COVID.
involved when I first got back from seeing her, dad trying to take her, me having to do lawyer stuff, and her husband getting cancer. A year of radiation, a year of chemo, and a year of whatever. If you add that up, that's about 7 years. So I know your brain is going,
Okay,
what
Tina.
about the
Her
other
husband
5?
having cancer.
Okay, wait a minute. This is none of my business. It isn't. But I'm gonna comment any goddamn way. What does that have to do with you not going? Why wouldn't you go? In all honesty, the man has cancer. He's fighting cancer. Why use that as an excuse not to go? You would think that would be a reason to go and support your mom. Just saying. It's none of my business, but come on.
An excuse
But
to
Rose,
not go visit your
I'm
mom.
not gonna go there.
Okay,
when there's
yeah,
the
that-
C
let's not go
disease
there.
When someone has cancer.
okay,
How
so
stupid are you?
so Tina,
Huh?
calm down for a second.
Judgmental
Rose,
are you?
Rose.
I'm not gonna give someone the fucking C disease. You
Okay.
don't believe in it. Okay, I'm
Wait, what? Okay.
a Democrat.
I understand.
Yeah, what?
That makes sense.
What does being a Democrat have to do with any of this? What? And there's ways you could have the big C. Here, I know what C you're talking about, but okay, you could have, wore a mask, all kind of things. But what does being a Democrat have to do with it?
That's over there on that side. That's her feelings
Stop
and thoughts.
announcing that. It's embarrassing.
But Rose, do you?
No, you're
Democrat.
embarrassing.
No,
It
you're
is out there,
embarrassing.
whether you
No, you're
wanna think
embarrassing.
so or not.
Okay, Lee.
Yeah, but she didn't have it at the time, and she didn't have it for 7 years.
Please,
you
1
are.
second here.
Tina,
We got a lot of
are.
stuff
You want
going
to go
on.
visit
And
your
you
mom? It's
threaten-
none of my fucking business.
Exactly.
Those
Why do you even
messages.
bring up-
You
what-
threatened
what do you mean
over
you
and over
threaten
again.
me?
I'm going public. I'm gonna drag you.
So what,
You
Tina?
even said
So
the word
fucking
drag.
what,
All right.
I'm gonna
All right,
drag you.
ladies.
And when you said that,
Well, not
You-
going in the yellow today.
Tina,
or in the
Yeah,
green
see,
let
she
today.
says
Rose
so
get a
what?
chance to
But
respond
no.
here, please.
So what? It was a half an hour.
right.
I lost my
All right.
mind because you know what, Tina? You never had any compassion for me and my mother and what I went through, ever. and you still
How
don't.
can I?
You can't tell me
Well,
the
how
liquid
can I?
is
It didn't
black.
happen to me.
It
What do you
was
want me to do?
Okay, Rose, you can't project your relationship or your experience with your mother onto Tina and her mother. You know, I've said you've done that from the get go, but I've also said it was none of your business regardless. But you two are a hoot, man. Do you all even know what you're arguing about?
Or
Hey, Rose, can I ask you a
What do you want?
question? One
Hours.
second, ladies. Ladies,
Hey,
one
ask her.
I
second.
wanted you to
Morbid,
visit your mother, but you clearly
No,
will do
ask her
anything
what
to
she
avoid it.
Morbid.
Why don't you tell me
No.
why you started, why you waged war 3 against me? Why'd you
Let's
No.
try to
wage
bring
a
down the
war
temperature,
against me?
ladies. Little
Instead
Look at
of
Morbid's
going to see
lost
your
it.
mother, you wage a war against
Rose,
me, trying to make me look
tell
bad,
me.
Tina, so that nobody
Yeah, I do
notices
too,
that
Miss.
you're blowing
Okay,
off your
guys,
mom.
let's bring it down. Let's bring it
Tell
down.
me.
I want to hear Rose's
Morbid.
answer
Yeah,
to
Morbid.
one thing.
Ask Rose what she expects from me. What does she
Okay,
expect
okay, hold on.
from me
I
in
will in
relation
a
to
bit.
her mother's stuff?
All right, Tina. Thank
I
you. Thank you.
expected you
Rose,
to go
can
visit
you?
your mom.
Rose, before
No,
you.
no, no. That has to do with me and
I'm
my
trying
mom.
here.
What do you
My
expect
God.
from me, Rose,
Hey,
in
Rose.
relation to what you went through with your mother?
Okay, let
What
her
is it
answer
you
that
really
question.
expect?
Let her
Yeah,
answer the
yeah.
question. Okay, so
Literally,
Rose, what do you
literally,
expect?
Megan,
Yeah.
what do
Yeah.
I expect from you?
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
All right, that's good.
Okay, then. Why are we still here arguing about the same stuff? Y'all don't even know what you're arguing about. The thing is, you two still want to be friends. Just go ahead because you're going to be friends again. I give it maybe another week or two. Just make up already. Because then you'll just do this again. This is going to be the merry-go-round of the Rose and Tina friendship.
Well, now,
Good place to end
but
right
what you
there. She
wanted
doesn't
was
expect
to
anything,
control
Tina.
me and vicariously live through me. So I'll go
Stop
see
analyzing
my mom
me. Go
when
visit your
you
mother and
want me
shut the
to.
fuck up. Get
No.
on the plane,
All right,
bitch.
so that's
No.
not good, guys. Come on, let's bring it down.
No,
No,
that's
Let's bring
not
it down.
good. Okay,
It's
you
true.
want to psychoanalyze me because you don't want to go visit your mom?
You psychoanalyzed me for 12 days, lady, and
No,
you know it.
no,
You
Megan.
don't love your mother. I love your mother. I'll go see your mother. Fuck
Tina, I
you.
got
No, she said she loved your ex-husband just because of his voice. She heard his voice, and that's all it took. She totally knew from just hearing him say a couple words that he's a perfect man, and she's totally in love. And it was all on you. It wasn't. He did nothing you. Yeah, we know that. Rose falls in love in weird ways.
Tina, I got a question for you.
Why don't you let me go see your mother? I'll go
Answer
see your
this
mother. I'll go
honestly.
see your mother. I'll
See
go see
that?
your mother.
She
I'll go
even
see your
Rose,
said
mother.
come on,
the
I
next
would
come
have
on.
gone with you, Tina.
See,
I would have taken you.
I want you to go with me.
Morbid
You're a
slut.
control
I know.
freak. You're a control freak.
Okay, Tina,
Okay, I have enough
let
of
me
that
ask
in
you a
my life.
question. Tina,
Why
let
are you
me
even up here, Tina?
Tina, let
I
me
knew
ask
this
you a
was gonna
question.
You
happen.
lied. You lied about the
No,
money.
you're the
thing.
liar, hun.
No,
You're the
making
liar.
it
Oh, my
sound
You
like
Lord.
make
you had money
excuses
for me to
everything.
go.
And you
No.
lied about me.
No.
And you lied
No.
about me repeatedly.
And this is the other thing, Morbid.
This is
I
the
really
other
did
thing,
forget
Morbid.
about the 200. I remembered the 60, but I forgot she gave me 200.
Okay, I
When I
understand, but
saw
Tina, can I
it-
ask you a question? Let me ask you a
Yeah.
question. Team
And then you
Rose
called me a
said,
liar for a
okay,
whole
we get
week.
it. You guys are both liars or calling each other liars. I
I'm
get
not
it.
a
I
liar.
get it.
That is not something I'm accepting.
You're not
I'm
liars, but
lying.
you guys are calling each other liars. I understand where this is coming from now.
Neither one's going to shut up for Morbid to get a word in. Neither one. Yeah, but this is mild, Wendy. This is totally mild. I've showed some real. Yeah, this is mild. I just don't want to show that stuff again because I'll never get them out in the green ever. And I knew that. I know that. That's why I'm not covering that no more. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. So Rose earlier said that you, after that 30 minutes, okay, that was chaos and it caused an issue with your friendship with Team Rose, who, by the way, hasn't she been nice to you prior to that? She was giving, she was a good friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Oh,
admit
yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
She was,
Yeah. And guess what,
Kind.
though?
But Team Rose likes to be in control of her friends. And in all honesty, I get that she was doing it because she cared, but she went too far. And she is projecting her own relationship with her mother onto Tina and her mother. And, there comes a point where even as a friend, you just zip it. You just zip it. But she did keep threatening to go live with this information. And I think Tina thought she was really going to do it. And that's why she went live with it so that Rose couldn't. I don't know. I'm just, I think it's, these women need to go back to elementary school, something. But, okay.
I was a good friend too.
Okay.
I mailed her
I was a
card
good
and
friend. No, you were a good friend. I was a good friend. No, I was a better friend. No, you dogged me. These are grown women.
for the gifts, and you know what she did? She had to smear me about that too, and
All
say
right,
that it was
right,
only
okay.
a sentence long.
I just want to establish you
Yeah,
guys were
well,
good friends.
you find fault with everything about me, and you have ever since I didn't bow down to your wishes of hopping on a plane.
But guys, we
within
got to find
3
some
freaking
commonality
days.
here
Why don't
Yeah,
you know
bow
what?
down.
to get
You
this
want
to
me to
work.
bow down to you
Bow
and go see
down.
my mom
Why
within
don't you
3
bow down
days.
to me right now? Go bow down.
All right,
Get on your
guys,
hands and
enough
knees.
of that.
You're weird.
Get on your
You're
hands and knees.
weird.
Let's stay on
Get on your
topic
hands and
here,
knees.
Tina. I haven't
Show us
answered
your
my
butt
question.
and how
I haven't
cute it
asked
is.
my
You're
question yet,
weird.
Tina.
You're the one
You're
that
weird.
has naked cam things
Guys,
up there
come
with your
on.
face on the
Let's
body.
not the
I saw it.
insults,
Oh.
not the insults. Come on.
Yeah,
Well,
and
We
you
can do better than
and you
this.
trashed me
You're
for that.
gonna
I never
lie.
trashed you for putting
She's
your cock
lying
in the
and saying someone else's
in
face
the
is on
camera.
there.
I never trashed you for
Whatever.
anything you did. I did only supported you, and I
Yep.
overlooked
And
your
I
greed.
supported
I
you.
overlooked the fact that you're a money.
I supported you. And I
know
have
you
my
didn't
own
support me
trauma
on
in
anything.
life.
No,
But for you to try to tarnish, my relationship with my mother,
shut
who
up
you
and
don't
stop
know,
even thinking about
you've
me.
only known me for
Oh
a few
my
You
months.
gosh.
supported a
I've
guy
been
who
on
threatened my
bicycle trips with
grandson,
my
and
mother
you
to
stuck
New
up for this
York.
guy's
Have
daughter.
you? Have you
Have I
been
what?
on long bicycle trips with your mother when you were a little girl?
All right,
I
guys,
doubt
we're
it.
going tit for tat
What?
here.
Oh
I
my
did this.
God,
Well,
You
Tina,
did
are you
this.
fucking
No,
kidding me?
no,
Guys,
because
I want to
she
say
says I don't
something
have it
here.
morbid. She's been saying for 3 weeks I don't have
For
a
3
relationship
weeks?
with
How
my
many minutes?
mother.
But
How many
Tina, you
minutes? How
guys are
many
going back
seconds?
and forth.
Yeah, both of you, shut up. Just shut all the way up. Do you realize you sound like little schoolgirls instead of grown ass women in your, 50s, 60s? Stop. This is insanity. Do y'all listen to yourselves? Because you clearly don't hear each other because you're both yelling at the same time. You can't hear shit. Morbid done. It's control.
Okay,
You have a
Tina, you've been
relationship
going
with your
back and
mother.
forth
It's
with
none
Rose.
of my
There
business,
must be
Tina.
abuse there. And then when I didn't go see my
And
mother
then-
within 3 days, she dragged me and my
She
father.
dragged me.
That's
Poor
when
Tina.
you got
Oh,
vile.
poor
When you
Tina. You're
brought
such
up
a
my
victim.
dead dad. My
Oh,
dead
yeah,
dad.
you never visited.
Okay,
You're
guys,
sick.
this is
saw
not going
your
to help.
dad in
Sick.
This
12
ain't going to
years.
help. Guys, this is
Well,
not going to help. You guys keep
No,
throwing
it's
shit at
not
each
gonna
other.
help. I didn't come up to be
Why
your
are
No,
you
we
friend.
can't.
even up
She's
here?
not
It's
to be trusted.
actually not about
She's
you,
not
Tina.
to
It's
be
dear Team
trusted.
Rose. You
No,
can't
I
stand
came
not
up
talking.
because
You
Morbid
can't
let me
shut
come up.
up.
But you guys
And
aren't
I
didn't
listening
want you up.
to.
I didn't want
Okay,
you
but
up here. I never
people
wanted
to
you
know
up.
you didn't freaking
I
offer
never
me
wanted to see
a
your
chunk
stupid
of
face.
All right,
money
guys, don't
to
talk
go
over
see
each
my
other.
You
mother.
yell at me. I didn't want to hear
I
you
Morbid's
voice at
don't
me.
Watson.
have money.
I don't want
Morbid,
anything to do with you ever
Morbid, I
again.
don't have
Tina, don't
money
address
like
me.
Rose.
Don't address me.
Bullshit.
I
Take
want
a
you
chunk of
guys.
money
Hey,
and
Rose,
fly
did
to
you hear that? When I
California.
asked Tina, excuse me, Tina, when I asked Tina if she was, if you were good to her and kind to her and generous before the 30-minute shit that happened, she agreed that you were. So let's just agree
Yes,
with that.
I said
And
yes,
Team
and
Rose
I
just
said
say,
I was
okay,
a good
cool.
friend too.
She's acknowledging
Right.
the fact. Tina's acknowledging that you were a good friend.
Right.
Until
Right.
this 30 minutes. The problem is those 30 minutes right there.
Yeah, I never got taken, but my mom never rode a bicycle. Never drove a car, never rode a bicycle. I never got to take a long trip with mine.
And like I explained, okay, so you guys started insulting each other, or you're getting called out. I'm sure you took it personally, I'm assuming, Tina, and then Team Rose took it personally, and then it just spiraled out of control, which leads to the end of the 30-minute conversation. Tina, my question to you is, Rose said that you went public with all these private messages, maybe a few hours later after this conversation. Why did you do that, and why did you feel you needed to do that? Go ahead and
First
answer.
of all, it wasn't hours later. It was within seconds, because
Wow,
for
within
30
seconds. Okay.
Yes, because
No, you
she
didn't.
Why did you
It
feel?
was
weird
within
reason, I'm
seconds.
trying to tell you, for some reason, she didn't really want to listen to some
Oh
message
my
of
God,
mine
you
2
can't
days
make this shit
prior,
up.
for whatever. Then she let me up on her panel.
By the way,
and
Rose is going to be
apologized.
able to respond, so go ahead and finish your statement.
Okay, it was an apology thing, and she let me up. I said, please don't interrupt and break it up. Let me apologize. I did that for 20 damn minutes, but she wouldn't read that message. So after 36 minutes of berating me and not listening to my message, I was like, really, fuck you. Let's go there then. Because she said, and the other women in the chat, a lot of them know.
Wrap up the point.
She didn't. She
Wrap it up.
said the
Yeah,
words,
good luck with that.
I'm going public. I'm
Okay.
dragging your ass. Oh, I fucking had it with you. Oh, you better tell me what I want to hear. For 36 goddamn minutes. And then she did drag my ass.
Hey, you know, she counted every one of them damn minutes. Every damn one of them minutes. But that is true. Team Rose kept telling her she was going to go live with and drag her with all this stuff about her mom. So, I mean, this is what, and that did happen. So, do I think that that's why Tina went and jumped and went live? I don't know. Tina will jump and go live. So, what else can you say?
For 12 days while I defended
12
myself.
days.
Okay.
She made a private love video.
Get your brain on straight.
Some weird private love video.
But
to my ex.
Tina, hold on one second.
You
Because
think I made a private love video?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that.
were looking at
Yeah.
the
all right,
eyeballs
hold
and
on with
you
that.
were
Hold on with that. Now you're
yelling.
taking it somewhere else.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who made a private love video? Please tell me you didn't put it on YouTube. We've seen enough with the dancing and the cooches in our face, all right? A love video? I gotta back that up. Who made the love video?
Hold on one second.
You
Because
think I made a private love video?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that.
were
Rose
looking
did?
at
Yeah.
the eyeballs
all right,
and
hold on with that.
Wait
Wait a
private
minute, who
love
you-
video?
Yeah,
who-
private love
who-
video. 12 days while I defended myself.
I'm trying to find out who Rose made the private love video for.
Okay.
She made a private love video.
Get your brain
She
on
made
straight.
some weird private love video.
But
to my
Tina,
ex.
Tina, hold on one second.
You
Because
think I made a private love video?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that.
were looking at
Yeah.
the
all right,
eyeballs
hold
and
on with
you
that.
were
Hold on with
Did
that.
she
Now
make
you're
a
taking it
private
somewhere
love
else.
video for,
Yeah,
for
Why don't you
Tina's
go check
ex?
Dolly
It's
Vision?
called.
I'm gonna let
For
Rose
Dolly.
respond. Tina, please. I'm gonna let Rose respond in
Wait
a
a
second.
minute, back
I'm
it
gonna
up. Who-
Video.
Video
But
to my
Tina-
ass for 12 days while I defended
No,
myself.
Okay.
Then she made a private love video.
Get your brain
She
on
made
straight.
some weird private love video.
But
to my
Tina,
ex.
Tina,
Oh my
Tina,
God,
hold on
she
one
made
second.
You know, Rose made a love video to Tina's ex. Oh my God. Oh, Tina, are you going to show it? Please don't. We don't want to see. Oh my Lord, if I ever get like this, please put me out of my misery. Private love video. All because she heard this dude say like 3 or 4 words and that told her everything she needed to know, and she's head over heels in love, and he's the best thing since peanut butter, and he just happens to be her enemy's ex. I wonder if she sent him some of those videos of her, that are circulating out there on the social media streets. The ones, Tina mentioned. Oh my God.
Because
I made a private love video.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were looking at
yeah.
All right, hold on with that. Hold on with that. Now you're taking it somewhere else.
Sweetheart.
Yeah,
Why don't you go chase Dolly
it's
Vision?
called.
I'm going to let
Nobody's
Rose
gotta love
respond.
But she did
Tina,
do it.
please. I'm going to let Rose respond in a second here to that.
Her
Please,
video's
Tina.
out
Please, Tina.
there. It's
Okay, let's
addressed to
stop right
Joe.
there,
Oh
Tina.
my God, she posted it? We got to watch. Okay. We got to watch the shit show. Team Rose, it's addressed to Joe. All right, I'm going to go look on her channel. Oh my God. Oh, I love video. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Love sucking, real or fake. Ooh, that's gross. Okay, I'm looking to see. She said, I wonder if it was a live or it might have been a video. I don't know. Oh my God, look at all these videos she posts. Holy cow, you busy. She's busy posting. Wow. Look at all these videos. A lot of her feet doing her dancing. Okay, it would have to be right in around here. Oh, her magical boobs. That was funny. This dance is for you, Lionel. Oh, no, she didn't. She did. She's even got another one. The last song of the day. Oh, my. She's got a couple in here. We might have to check one of them out. They're for Tina's ex. Tina wasn't kidding.
Stop right there because you made a lot of, comments there, statements.
16 topics.
Now, Team
Which one do you
Rose.
want me to respond
Team
to?
Rose. PCT just admitted that within seconds of that 30 minutes, she released the private information between you two. And how do you feel about that?
I was muted. I said, yeah, she made them. She posted them on her channel. She probably should have sent it privately, but she's been in love with him for like 2 weeks now. Ever since this fight with Tina broke out. She's all up in, but I thought his name was Joe. Maybe she calls him Lionel. I don't know. Maybe that's his real name. I don't know. This is crazy.
Damn, do you see
You
how
respond
she
to
thinks
that
that's
now.
a good idea? She still thinks it's good. This is
Tina,
why she's sick in the head.
Tina, let Rose respond. You had your time for a bit there.
The fact that Tina
you can respond
thinks
after.
it's okay. The fact that Paper Cut Tina thinks what she did is okay in exposing those messages instead of apologizing for it, that's what blows my mind about her. And that is not someone I thought that she was. I thought she was someone who's kept her word and had some boundaries and understood privacy because she had begged me so many times. And that's all recorded too, to never share our private messages.
That's
And she
fair.
didn't want
That's
me
fair.
to share her
That
private
is fair.
messages.
That is fair.
Now-
but I
Yeah.
never thought she would cross me in the
But
way
Tina,
she did.
Tina,
and
you
make
did
threats.
bring.
Doesn't matter, Tina.
Yes, it does. When you
Let me
make
ask you
threats
this,
to
Tina.
me,
Why are
I'm
you
gonna
so
wring your
busy
neck.
apologizing
you said
to
I'm
everybody
gonna
else?
wring your
Stop
neck
it, Tina.
12
Stop.
times.
Stop.
Don't
Stop.
minimize your
Stop.
bullshit.
Stop.
You
Stop.
said you were gonna
Stop.
wring
Wait,
my
You'll
neck
never
guys,
shut
hold
up.
on.
12
You will just
times.
mute her for a second.
Let's
Morbid.
calm
Why
down.
is she,
12
can you mute
times.
her for a second?
Yes,
Tina,
Why is
just
it so
a second
easy?
here,
Why
Tina.
is it so
Let
easy?
Rose finish.
Wring
Oh.
my neck.
Oh my
Let's
God,
let
you are
Rose finish her.
12
unhinged.
times. 12
Tina,
times.
Tina,
Wring
Tina,
my neck.
Tina.
I
I'm
don't
gonna let
believe
you
that.
respond
Prove it.
in a second,
It's in
please.
I
Tina.
heard it.
Okay.
12
So Tina's actually counted how many times Rose was going to strangle her, and it was 12. Oh my God.
Calm down.
Let me ask you, Tina, if it was 8 times, would it make a difference?
Yes, it would.
Oh,
Really?
God.
Would it?
And slamming
If it
your
was
fist
7 times.
down.
Let's not talk
so the
over each
number
other, guys.
12
Dad.
is the number 12
Bringing
your
up
big
my
trigger?
dead dad. Why haven't you found my sister
Why
yet?
didn't you? Why
You're
didn't you go
sick.
visit your dead
Oh,
father?
my
Why didn't you go
Lord.
visit your dead father?
Guys, now
Why
we're
didn't you
going
go
low.
visit your father who paid
That's
your
not
rent?
nice.
By
Come on.
accident,
fucking
Brittany.
years?
Come on.
She defiled me for 12 damn days. I had to make video after video of sticking up for my truth and my reality
Hypocrite.
because
No,
she
you're not
wanted
sticking up for your damn
to
truth.
have a smear campaign.
Okay,
with
No,
my
Rose
that
and
was you,
Tina.
Tina. That was you, Tina.
Rose, let me
No, that
ask
was
Tina
you.
another question
No, that
here.
was
Morbid, you
Tina.
lost.
You
Because
all
you
the
don't
way.
want to visit your mom and you don't want anybody to notice, so you decided to wage a war
Uh,
against me.
See?
Okay,
No.
guys. Oh,
I
wait,
want you to
Hey, ladies, hey, ladies, come on. You gotta let me ask some questions here, ladies.
Control of this. You need
No,
to
You guys gotta let-
actually, Tina's going to jump down soon. She's going to get pissed and jump down, or
me ask some questions.
I'm
Or
asking
he
you to
kicks
mute
her,
her
I
for
don't
1
know.
minute,
Morbid,
please.
I don't run an
I don't mute
Airbnb.
anybody. I think we could
Begging
talk as
you.
adults.
Yeah, you don't work. You
Come
I
on,
don't
guys.
have
used
a
to
chunk
work.
of money. No, I don't have
Don't
$200 or
stop making it
$300
about money, Morbid. I am
to go
begging you to
fly.
mute her for 30
Okay.
seconds.
Hey, Tina, be
30
quiet for a
seconds.
second, please. Please, if you respect me, please. And Team Rose, finish your thought, but I have a question for Tina after. Try
Fine.
to lay off the
Well, I
attacks,
just
though,
want
guys.
to ask her, if I could, why is she so quick to apologize to everybody else and cut everybody else slack except for me?
Okay. Tina, respond.
Oh, I can respond totally fine because for weeks and hours and many long streams, up to 3 to 4, 5 hours for 12 fucking days. You know what you called me? A bitch, a fuck, a
No,
whore,
excuse
a
me.
lousy
Oh,
mouth,
Tina?
excuse
a
me. Let
cunt.
me make my
No, no,
question.
no,
Rose, shut up
Let
now.
me
Let her
make
have
my
her time.
question, Morbid.
No, you
Shut up,
Morbid.
Tina.
Morbid,
Shut up,
she
Tina.
asked
Go on
me-
your own channel and
Hey,
Hey,
stick
Rose,
your
let
face
her
in the
finish
camera.
that one
For
statement
fuck's
there,
sake.
Rose.
Yeah,
Let her
let
finish it. I'm going to let you
Rose.
respond.
Tina,
You
Tina,
asked me.
why?
No,
Why?
you asked me, and I'm telling you.
You're not
So shut
answering
up.
my
Hey,
fucking
Rose.
You
question.
don't
You
want
laugh
Rose, I'm going to let you
finish.
respond, Rose. I'm going to let you
No,
respond.
you didn't let Tina finish. Rose interrupted Tina. Morbid, you're being one-sided. Come on.
Tina, hurry up and
If
finish
you-
that last thought.
Respond.
Listen, Tina.
Rose.
Do
Why?
you want me to respond, Morbid, to her question or
Yes.
not?
So, Rose, please, please,
No.
please, Rose.
Okay,
No.
And then I'm going to let
Thank
you
you, Rose.
respond
Answering
after.
my question.
Doesn't it?
What
It
was your
sounds
question,
ugly,
Rose? Say it
doesn't
again.
it?
Tina,
Who
calm
knows?
down.
Because it was.
Rose, what was your
Because
question?
my question is, after the 30
Brittany.
minutes, you had to go into a war with me as opposed to forgiving it
Oh,
and,
Just
my
listen,
and
Tina.
letting it move on. Okay, I'm talking about Tina. Every single time I went online, it was a response to the video that you had made for me. I wasn't
Let
Lie.
Rose finish.
That's
Let Rose
not
finish.
true.
Tina.
And
That's
this
a
is a
lie.
fact, and you can corroborate that with a
Nope.
hell of a lot of people.
One
You
second.
both would be live at the same time slamming each other. You both did it to each other. What are you talking about? It's not one-sided here. You know, it takes two to tango. And a lot of times you two would be live at the same time slamming each other because one would be live and the other one would see it and go live. You both did it.
Well,
Tina. Go ahead, Rose.
freaking
Lie.
they watched
Oh,
me respond to you. That is a fact. And if we all
That
look
is
at
a
it,
That's a
fact.
lie.
and you're lying. You're a
Oh.
liar. But I thought you were a genuine
That's a
person.
lie.
Tina, let
No,
Rose finish
that's
her
a lie.
statement, please.
Why you don't let
Tina.
Tina finish?
Fucking liar.
Dear
You're a
person,
liar.
I thought
You're a
about you.
liar.
Shut your mouth for 5 seconds. You're the worst listener I've ever
You
met.
made fucking video after video with my PCT in it, and you
You
were
know-
all raging and happy about the views and the fucking subs. You brought it up every damn live. Ooh,
Shut
ooh, ooh,
Oh,
ooh. With
wait a minute.
PCT in it.
I know my. Let me put. I should have put that on in the first place. But sometimes when there's a lot of swearing, even the music in the background will help with that. And there's a lot of swearing with these guys. You don't normally get AdSense, which isn't much anyway, but you don't normally get AdSense when there's a lot of swearing. And these guys, there's always a lot. It doesn't always help, but sometimes it does. But it does protect you from copyright. Or help, anyway. At least help you to win. I don't know. I don't want it too loud, though. It's a little late, though, I think.
You dragged my ass. You dragged me like other people dragged other creators. I didn't even know what dragging was till you dragged me.
Okay,
You
Tina,
are-
let her respond. Let Rose respond.
You sure are good at it now for someone who didn't know what it was. You're a natural. I always said
Yeah,
you
they
a
were both.
natural
He
on
wanted them
YouTube.
both up there. He asked Tina to come up because he knew he was going to get a shit show. That's just how Morbid rolls. That's just Morbid. Morbid plays his cards very well. He's been at this a long time. I think it's hysterical. I think they both need to stop. They're both wrong. They're both at fault. Just stop. But come on. What the fuck are you making a love video to her ex-husband for? And Tina said he was very abusive. Allegedly.
You're a natural bully. You're a natural.
I'm
You're,
not even sad. I'm glad this. All
Oh,
this
and she's
truth is
pointing to
coming
her
out
eyes.
because
So
a
wait,
lot
wait,
of
I
women know
Okay,
what
go
you
ahead.
really are like, Rose.
You're-
A lot
You know-
of women.
you're
She
a
pointed.
You're a
She pointed to her eyes and said, "Look, I'm not even sad."
hypocrite.
So,
And I
ladies,
really-
No, you are.
ladies,
You
let's
are.
get to
Oh.
a resolution here. Maybe you need to all
There
just
isn't
go your
one.
separate ways and never talk about each other because
let's
it
go our
Amen
own
for
it,
that.
separate
it seems
ways.
like
Right.
you guys
She's not.
can't you guys can't
think-
rekindle the friendship that you guys had, which was good.
Yeah.
Is it possible? Is it possible for you guys to
Sad.
do this?
She's not the same person.
No, I'm not, because you fucking really wrecked my mind. You think you were falling behind closed doors? My daughter didn't even want me to come back to YouTube. She's mentioned your name so many damn times, how mean you are to me, how you can't keep your name
All right,
out
Tina,
of my
you got to
mouth.
let Rose respond. You're putting out so much out there. Rose, go ahead.
First of all, if your daughter asked you to not go back to YouTube, what are you doing here?
Exactly.
I didn't for 2 days, and it's my choice.
2 whole
not yours,
days?
Bro, so fuck off. It's
All
not
right.
your choice.
What is wrong
2 whole days.
with you, Tina?
But that is a
I
lifetime
can't
on
stand
YouTube.
You.
How about
It's
ask
not
each other
up to you
questions?
What I do in my life.
Carmen,
Leave
when
me
you-
alone.
Now
Leave
you're
me
right now.
alone. Leave me alone. You're practically a stalker.
You're a stalker. You chase me everywhere I go. You jump on every panel. You put
Bullshit.
your mouth.
You're
You
so
won't
full
shut
of
me.
shit.
Your own daughter.
You're
She
full
begged
of
me
shit. See?
I-
Now because I mentioned that, she's
Well,
gonna
you
bring up
shouldn't
my
have.
daughter for the next 6 days.
Yeah,
She
why are
doesn't
you?
love-
Tina, by now, You get it about oversharing on social media, on YouTube. But you still continue doing it. You know they're going to use it. But guess what? They can't use it if you don't put it out there. Just saying. You should be.
Of her daughter. She must not have a close relationship.
Yeah,
to
but
her
you're
daughter.
assuming that, Tina, that she will bring it up. Maybe she'll drop it today.
Watch, Morbid.
Disrespecting.
She already
Well,
brought
that's
it
why I
up.
would like to have a resolution with
Tina
you
brought
guys.
it up,
Maybe.
and then Rose made reference to it already, and Rose will continue to do that, and Tina will continue to do what she's doing. I really would like to see these two go back to being friends, honestly.
Sarah for 3 weeks. She's still dragging Lionel. She still drags Mission. And because I don't want to have a dog in her
Okay, Lionel's not
life,
Joe.
she's
All
mad
right.
at me.
Okay,
They're
Tina,
not
hold on.
right.
Let Rose respond. Let Rose respond.
Stop. Why are you on YouTube when your daughter begs you and she can hear words?
See, she
She's
can't
asking
get
you
it
a
out of her
question,
head
Tina.
now.
Let's try without the
because
insults.
At 61, I'm on because she knows that I need to say my truth. I'm on because I want to.
I'm on.
Because I have a lot of friends. Now, are you going to do a live about it tonight or tomorrow morning?
Okay,
or
let
3 in the
Rose
morning?
respond, Tina.
Oh my
You said
God.
enough. Go ahead, Rose. Go ahead,
You're
Rose.
just
What a weirdo.
How about just say, I'm on because I want to be? We didn't need to hear the I'm on, I'm on, I'm on. We get it. We know.
So weird.
Tina, enough with the side comments.
No.
Please, please.
I'm looking at a woman who brought it to public information tonight, 2 seconds ago, that you brought up your daughter and said that. And I've heard
And
you.
you can shut up about
Tina,
it. Is she
you
your
can't just keep
business?
interrupting, Tina. Come on.
Morbid, is she
Wait
your
for your
business?
turn.
You can't stop.
Is my daughter her fucking business?
I understand.
No.
I get it.
Shut your trap. Shut your trap.
Ah.
Take care of your own kids and don't want to see you.
Why are
Your
you?
own daughter doesn't see you as much
You know
as
what?
you
The thing is Tina doesn't get that she doesn't owe anybody an explanation for why she's on YouTube. She's a grown-ass woman. She can do what the hell she wants to do. It's nobody's business why she's on YouTube. It's only hers. Her reasons for doing it are her own. You've been through. You're a very strong woman. Just remember that. Always remember that. Sir Duke, if I let you out here, will you promise not to bite me or tangle up in my cords? No, he said no. He can't come out then.
Tina, that's enough. Tina, Tina, that's enough. That's not. Tina, I know, but Tina, that's enough. Let Rose say something. Go ahead, Rose. Please don't interrupt, Tina. Please. Go ahead, Rose. Finish your statement.
Family, then you're opening up that topic. I didn't bring up my daughter, okay? My daughter, I'm about to see my daughter. I'm keeping my private life
Don't
private.
get triggered, Tina.
Okay, but you didn't keep it private. You shouldn't have even mentioned that you were about to see. You see what I mean? Y'all tell too much. And then to hurt each other, you use it against each other. You both do it.
Let her finish.
Now,
So what?
Oh.
What? Do I have to have her come in here right now and say it's okay for
No,
you to
we
shut
don't need that.
the
Don't
fucking
do that,
trap, Rose?
guys.
Do I? Do I? Do I? Do I?
No,
Do I?
no, guys, don't.
Do you see how many
You don't
times
need
she's
to.
brought up my daughter in the past 20 seconds? She's fucking obsessed.
Okay, but let her
Leave
just finish
me
her.
alone.
Let her finish what she wanted to say, Tina, without you interrupting.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to say something not so nice. Please tell, if you want more of it, is the cat lady whisperer. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, the cat lady whisperer. That is good. All right, Wendy. We're gonna look at. I want to see the Betty. Uh, if she reacts the same way she did with the alleged sighting of Layla Centinelo. Um, from what I can gather, hey Halloween baby, it looks like she did. Well, I'm almost done with this though, because there's only so much of these two I can take.
Daughter herself, and
Weirdo.
glad to bring her up. This is called passive aggressive behavior.
Oh my God, I'm
No,
never
you're
gonna forget
freaking
that comment.
obsessed. Leave my daughter alone. You
The
mention her
cat
name
lady
again,
whispered.
I'm taking the fucking court.
About
Don't
me.
think I won't. I'll contact her father too. I'll contact her father and we'll look up your ass.
Tina.
You knock it off.
Okay, Rose.
All
Can we
because
not
I
bring up?
said
Can
one-
we not bring up anyone's children,
I said
please?
one simple thing, Morbid. I said my daughter didn't want me to come back to YouTube, and it's the first fucking thing out of her flappy jack
Okay,
mouth.
okay,
over
so
and over again, and I'm
I understand,
sick of it.
Tina.
Do a different topic.
But let's not
Tell
bring
me
up
to
anyone's
different
children
topic.
here. And
You
let
do it to each other to hurt each other. Rose knows by making comments or questions to you, if that's how you want to put them, about your daughter after what you just said, because really, you really probably should have kept that to yourself, but, hey, it is what it is. But Rose knows that that's how to push your buttons. And she puts it as a question while she's jabbing that button. You see what I mean? You do the same thing. You two, I think you two really still like each other. You're just mad at each other. Beyond mad at each other. But life's too short, ladies. It's too short for all this. This is exhausting. You guys have been at this for weeks. Non-stop. Still panel hopping talking about it. Still firing up lives talking about it. It's time to put it to rest. Move on.
let's just stick with.
And Rose, even at our age, we have a thing called the girl code. All right, that was your BFF. You knew intimate details about her bad marriage with him. And that's her own words. I'm not making this up. This is their own words. You shouldn't be contacting this man. You shouldn't be making him the videos. It's just not. Come on. And truly, I don't really think that it's anything for you other than a way to get at Tina. Come on. You heard the man say 3 or 4 words. You've never saw him, never met, nothing. Never messaged with him, nothing. And those 3 or 4 words was enough to tell you that you're in love and he's this fantastic human being. And come on, please. We're not born yesterday. You're doing it to get at Tina. You're wacky enough though to continue on the farce with him though. That's what's really weird to me is you made a fucking love video. I'm gonna tell my husband I want a love video. Damn it! I think after all these years together, I deserve one. I don't even know what a love video is, and really, I'm afraid to find out. Flappy Jack mouth. I know. I'm gonna write this stuff down so I don't forget it, because I'll forget it. Hey, mystery. Oh yeah, he loves Bigfoot. He would love to go Bigfoot hunting. Hey, Angelina. She fell in love that quick. Yeah, from 3 or 4 words that she heard over a telephone. What the hell kind of words is he spewing? What's he got in them words? You tell him you want a love video by the end of the day. Yeah, he'll look at me like I'm insane. He probably doesn't even know how to make a video on his phone. My husband could give 2 shits about a phone. It took forever to get him to text. And yeah, he hasn't even been texting that long. He does very Oh.
with
Thank
you
Morbid.
two.
Thank you, Morbid. You have scruples unlike her.
Unlike
Morbid?
her. Yeah, you have no,
I need
you
my
have no
scruples drilled.
Morbid. Oh, and I didn't even take a gummy for this one. Morbid and scruples don't belong in the same sentence. Oh boy.
Drained, by the way. Team Rose, let's not bring up anyone's kids. Let's just keep it between you two and
Thank
see
you,
what
Morbid.
kind of resolution we can
God
have.
dang.
She admitted, as you know, Tina admitted that she went live in seconds
Yeah,
to
Mickey.
reveal your private information. We get that. So
Right.
where do you want to go from here, Rose? How do we?
Wait. A black mask paranormal out of Tennessee is looking for Bigfoot, and he also did one live on Summer Wells that he did barely too. I'll have to check him out. My husband would like the Bigfoot stuff. Other than that, he won't. It was a video to make Tina jealous to get back in Rose's loving embrace. I don't know. I just, a 60-year-old woman's making a love video to send to somebody she's never ever met or talked to. Oh, it's a lot.
Solve this and conclude this.
threatened to beat me up. She's threatened. She's already called the cops.
We get
She's
it.
looking
We get it. We know.
bad.
We know.
She's for a fight. She wants to. By the way, people, this is a here's a public fact. I have not pursued Joe. Okay.
And
mean,
Joe
you know
would
what?
be the
Morbid,
ex-husband, I guess, or
That's a
something.
lie. You know what she did? This
And
is
it's
my
what?
email, Joe. 4848@gmail.com.
Oh no,
Rose
no, no!
Tucker,
Come on,
whatever the
guys,
hell.
stop it!
And then
Stop.
no, that's what she did. She'd say her email, and then she'd go, "No, Joe, don't contact me. You're not allowed to contact me. But this is my email, 4848@gmail.com."
Was Rose trying to be a tease? I mean, hey, Joe, here's my email. But Joe, you're not allowed to contact me. But Joe, here's my email. He covers North Carolina looking for Bigfoot. Oh, my husband will be thrilled with that. He'll want to go join him. He's determined he's going to find one. He doesn't. Then he wants to hide him so nobody can find him because he doesn't want people to actually find Bigfoot because he thinks that they will, hunt them, and they will. But that's just how society is. But unfortunately, yeah, his Bigfoot stuff
Joe,
cracks me
Joe.
up.
Oh wait, Joe, don't contact
Tina,
me.
you gotta let Rose talk. You gotta let her
And
speak.
I'm sick of her shit, and I'm gonna jump down because she lies about goddamn.
All right, that's fair
everything.
enough. That's fair enough.
Thank
And
God.
don't say you don't try to contact my ass. when
But
you
Tina,
get
before
when
you leave-
throw the email out.
Tina, before you leave, what's a resolution here that you can stick with? And do you want to just never talk about Team Rose again, as long as she doesn't talk about you? What do you
Oh,
want?
that'd be nice, but she's freaking beyond.
No, I
obsessed.
just want to know what you
she's
want.
Obsessed.
I want
She's
to know what you want, and I'll
I
ask
think you're
Rose when you
both
leave.
obsessed.
What do you want from all this
I
right
want
now?
this to freaking end, and I even tried to kind of be her friend on Easter. But when she pushed the damn narrative the very next day after Easter, that I just really don't want to see my mom, and gee, all she did was try to get me to see my mom. I mean, that's really all she did. Bullshit, Rose. That's not all you did. You publicly dragged me for 12 days. You threatened it. Maybe I beat you to the chase. You're mean. You're vile. You use your gifts over my head. I paid you $200 back. I'm not sending you the shirt. I like the shirt. I paid you $35 for the damn shirt. You didn't even ask for the money. People call
Tina,
me
you
a
got all right,
grifter.
Tina. Thank you, Tina.
Yeah, wait a minute, Rose. You said that shirt was a gift. It wasn't a gift if she paid $35 freaking dollars for it. You have no right to demand it back.
Rose,
Thank
your
you.
audio keeps going in and
Thanks
out,
for
maybe,
letting me
but
come up.
let her speak.
I'm
Let
sick of her lies. Thank
please
you,
let
Morbid.
Tina. Please let
Bye-bye.
Rose respond to what you just
I
said because
know.
you said a whole lot. That's not fair. You can't just dominate
all right.
this.
You want
Yeah,
me
it
to
was
stay?
Wise
I'll
Angel.
sit here.
Yeah, just
No
listen.
more lies.
Okay, Rose,
I'll
without
listen to more lies.
insulting, go ahead, Rose, and
Remember.
respond. And what do you want?
I
Would you
wouldn't leave you
agree with her
attention. I knew you
on
wouldn't
going your
leave
own
me.
ways?
I
Can you
thought she
agree, Rose, to go your own way?
No, she wants me to go down because I'm an attention whore. That's been her favorite two
Tina,
words about
you're
me for 10
interrupting
days.
again, Tina. That's not cool. Come on.
Dude, she wants me down, so I better get down.
Let her speak. Let her
Yeah.
speak.
Rose's internet connection is really bad. That's part of the problem because in the beginning, Rose's connection wasn't bad, and she could scream. Now her connection's really bad, so you can't blame that really on Tina. Even though Tina won't shut up, neither does Rose shut up. But yeah,
Dad, she said she was going to drop
I
down.
know you needed a drink after this one, Morbid.
So do we?
Whoa. Rose,
I
go
need
ahead
a
and
gummy
respond.
or
Tina,
two.
please. Tina, please. Don't get triggered. Rose, go ahead and talk now. This is Rose's time, please.
Yeah,
If you don't drop her down, I'm going to have to leave because I'm
no
going to
revival.
stand by the.
See?
See, she wants to
See,
stay.
Morbid?
Tina, I don't like to
No,
mute people,
I
but I'm going to
said
have to
if
mute you,
Morbid
Tina.
doesn't
I'm going to have to mute her. Okay, go ahead, Rose. Tina, just calm down.
You're gonna mute Tina. You better mute Rose too.
20 fucking minutes so I can blow my brains out at the end of the stream.
Oh my God.
Horrible voice.
Why
All
would
right,
you
don't
say
give her
that?
don't give her any questions. Just go ahead and say what you wanted to say, Rose.
Why would you say something like that, Rose? See, that's where you lose me, and you're no longer funny. You're gonna blow your what?
I muted her. I usually mute.
Kick her totally. Could you just take her off the panel for my mental brain? She can't interrupt me if you drop her off the panel for 5 fucking minutes.
She ain't
Or
gonna
7.
interrupt you now. Go ahead and say what you need to say,
He's
and then I
not
want to see
even
if you have
on-
a resolution for this. Will you?
Tina, Rose, Tina's not even on screen right now. You've been bitching for the last 2 minutes when you could have been telling, see, that's the problem with
You go your own way, as she said she will go her
Oh.
way if you go your way.
Just drop her off the panel so I don't have to physically look at her for 1 second.
Okay, I'll remove her for
and
a
she
bit.
still won't talk.
Thank you very much.
There you
Appreciate
go.
that.
Okay, so go ahead.
You.
What can we do? Because
which
Tina said
topic?
she's willing to go her way if you go her way, your way, and then just end it now. Y'all
She
can't
did?
come to agreement. Yeah, she said that.
All right. You're saying that, but it's up to me, right? I have to not do
Oh
something for
my
her to not,
God.
right? Just like with Mission. It's up to me. In other words, if I said I'm not going to talk about her again,
He
and
needed
she
a
talked
box
about
of
me,
vodka.
I would still not talk about her again. Same as when I promised I wouldn't share our messages. I still haven't. Even though she broke our agreement, I didn't break mine because I like to be a woman of my word, and I like to prove that when
You
I
said
say
it,
a
mister.
promise, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, but we're all past that now. We understand the history behind this. And
Keep imagining these two mud wrestling. Could you see it now? I even have a blow up pool they can use. Dance off, mud wrestling. The best attitude kid. Oh, Sir Duke is not liking that idea, huh? You come over here just to bite me, didn't you? Hey, Dookity Doo. Don't bite me. Well, don't bite me.
the mess that it's caused.
What?
But what I told Rose, what I told Tina the other night, and I'm gonna give you the same challenge. I'm gonna give you the same challenge. One of y'all, either Tina has to be the bigger person or you do, and then just end it and never talk about it again and walk away from it, regardless of what the other does. What do you think?
So, right. So let me ask you this. If we agreed to not talk about each other ever again, which is very
No,
hard
dude,
to
stay
do
away
when
from
you've
my
had a long
cords.
relationship,
I
You got my
understand.
laptop
the real
almost dead.
burden actually to repress the need to talk about and process a huge amount of energy that you've put into a relationship that is ending. It's still a lot to suddenly have to keep your mouth shut on. It's like holding in a big shit, isn't it?
Wow,
That's
that's
healthy.
Great
But
analogy.
yeah, it's greatness. Now I know for a
Did
fact
she
she cannot
just
stop
say
mentioning my name, but I could. But it would still be difficult because I'm a woman who likes to speak and talk and process like
Oh.
all women do. It's what I do. I talk. I speak.
Yeah,
Like
we
you.
know.
I'm here to speak, right?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Okay, now
But-
she's gotten far more time than Tina got. Come on, Morbid. You can't be one-sided. You got to give it. You should be running a clock here and give him the same amount of time.
You're one of
Are
those
you
people,
willing to be the bigger person and let it go?
No.
ask you this,
And regardless of
okay?
what Tina does,
No.
you just ignore it and you move on and you do your thing.
Not happening.
Or is that something you can't do?
Dude,
It's a
are
hard
you
ask.
from
saying-
my cords.
It's a
Are
hard
you
ask.
saying?
No
Are you
kidding.
saying? Well, let me ask you this: is that required of her as well, or is it just me that has to be the big person?
Well, there's got to be one bigger person, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
And it's either you or it's going to be her. And
Let me ask you this: who would you bet on to be able to keep quiet and not talk about the other person for the longest?
Neither one of you.
I don't know you guys like that, but I'm just saying, I'm asking you because I challenged her to do it. So clearly she wasn't able to do it. She had to respond. She got triggered by what you did. And so she went back to attacking. So I'm going to challenge you. Are you willing to do it?
Ernie asked her to do the same thing. Stop talking about me, and I stopped going even online.
can't
and doing
do
any
it.
lives at all.
She
for several
cannot
days,
do it.
and she couldn't stop. And he's
Okay.
You're
still
not
at it.
stopping.
So how about this? I think we could settle it right here and right now publicly. You guys aren't going to be friends, period, end of story. You can't repair this
please.
relationship. It's done. There's too much hurt. Now I'm going to bring Tina up.
That's
But I
sad.
want to ask you,
That's really
are you
sad.
willing? Tina, please listen to this, and I'm going to ask you the same question. No insults, no.
At the end of the day, we can laugh at this because it is funny, but it's sad because they didn't have like a long-term friendship, but they had a deep friendship to them, and that's sad.
Oh, going back and forth. Simple
But it's
question.
fun.
Team Rose, are you willing right now to stop talking about Tina after you guys leave this panel and you're going to move
Yeah.
on? Is that
Yeah.
cool? Are you going to agree to that? Tina,
That's
listen
not
up.
gonna happen.
Yes or no, Team Rose?
I can agree to it
Okay.
if
If-
she does.
if.
If she keeps talking about
Okay.
me, I can promise that I will not respond.
That is fair. Let's bring Tina up. Tina, you heard it. We need just the answer. What do you think about that? Team Rose said she's willing to not talk about you if you are willing to agree on that together right here, right now.
I
We-
gave you my answer before. I am willing. I'm walking away.
Perfect.
And
now you
she's
guys
like,
agree
"Oh,
with
well,
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm walking
so-
away. I'm doing it for me. Let me say why I'm going to do it.
No insults,
Ah.
doing it
please.
for
No
me.
insults.
No, I'm
No
doing
insults.
it for my sanity,
Okay.
my chat.
So is Rose.
My friends on my channel want me to move on,
Good.
and I'm going to do it. And actually, I didn't think this
You've
would
been
help,
doing it for 12
but
days.
for me, it feels like there's some kind of resolve.
There's got to be an end, guys, and I think today
Yeah.
is
Okay.
this is the moment right here. You guys can't repair this
thank you.
relationship, unfortunately, but that
No.
happens in life, and you move on. So if you
Yeah.
guys are both willing, like Team Rose said, she's willing to do it. If you're willing to do it, and it seems like you're willing to do it, I guess we came to a resolution. How about that? We
Yeah,
finally
I
came to
feel a
something.
lot better. I'm going to hop down. Thank you.
Thank you
Morbid.
very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that, and I'm gonna soon dismiss
Thanks.
Team Rose. Team Rose, are you okay with that? That's good, right? You heard it.
Yeah.
Rose? So, I mean, it looks like we came to something. We made a positive move forward now, and
Maybe we
we'll see what
we did.
happens. Do you feel
Well,
good
you know-
about that, Rose? I mean, Tina feels good about it. Do you feel good about it? For now, who knows
I
what
mean-
will happen, but for now, do you feel
Feeling,
about
I'm
it.
smiling right now, so that's a good sign, right?
Yeah. And you guys publicly said it right here on this panel, so it's out there for everybody to know.
I believe, that she's going to be able to keep it down, but
Yeah, but
I-
let's have trust that both of you guys have resolved
No.
it tonight. It sounded
I-
like it. Let's leave it
I
there.
have other people I have to deal with besides her.
Okay. Well, you deal with the other people. I can't
No.
help you with all your relationships, but with the
I-
Tina thing, I think we resolved it.
Any therapist on the streets. Who knows?
You guys came to a conclusion. We
Ask
all
you
heard
something.
it.
Thinking you really, it seemed like to me, and I could be wrong, but it seemed like you really would have preferred it before if we could have figured out how to become friends again.
Yeah, that would have been ideal, but then I realized
Okay, I'm about done with this.
You
at
know,
least you
so
squashed
that
this one today, right, guys?
I, yeah, thank you very much. Honestly, I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
But trying to
All right,
because
I
it's
think
like
that's it for
maybe
them.
this
That's
works.
the
I don't know.
excitement of that. Oh, what do y'all think of that? And I'm gonna change my thumbnail. I have to change it because I have all the tragedy vultures, and I didn't actually show any of them because, oh my God, Betty's live right now. TBI is demanding a polygraph from Chris Proudfoot. Is that true? And Paper Tina did a live after this. I'm sure Rose did too. I haven't been on, paying attention, but I haven't seen where TBI is demanding a lie detector test. And how would they know? Would did TBI put that out that they're demanding a lie detector test? I can't show it because she's live, and I'm sure it's misinformation, according to BHB. I didn't hear anything about. Yeah, it does, mystery. I haven't heard it. Let me look. Let me look real quick. I haven't seen anything on any of the news stations. You think they would be covering something like that? Let me find out here. I'm looking. I don't see anything but Betty saying it. And she's streaming the same thing on both her channels, of course, or probably all three. Now, she did one a day ago breaking Christopher Proudfoot refuses polygraph. That was not with TBI. My laptop's probably going to shut off and I'm going to have to restart. I don't know why it's doing this. It's plugged in. But I don't see anything by any of. I'm going to. Wait a minute. I don't see anything. And you'd think like Court TV, who's been reporting on this story, would have done something, you know. I don't see anything. $16 ago, it's just updates in Madeline Soto and Sebastian, but it's nothing. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anywhere where that's posted. So I hope she's, not doing the usual misinformation, Betty. Something tells me she is. You know what? There's one place I haven't checked yet. Yeah, I know, Callie Dime. I would honestly, I wouldn't have taken it. I wouldn't have. Sorry. And if law enforcement wanted him to take a lie detector test in the beginning, they would have. They didn't because he wasn't nowhere around. They they can't talk to him, so it's a witch hunt. Yeah, I was gonna live stream the bats flying outside, and Milo trying to catch them, but my bat. Aw, I don't know what's going on with this laptop. Yeah, her DNA is on the shirt. I think it's been washed several times, and just several times over. Yeah, chances are that there's no DNA on that shirt except penis. uh, Betty, you better hope I don't find. I'm gonna check one more place that I know is reporting on him all the time. Though I hate to. Alright. Well, what I found. What is this? I didn't even pick this. What are you doing? Hey, get back to where you were. Oh. Anyway, this was 12 posted 12 hours ago. Medium. Does Chris Propert know? And I'm just glancing through it to see if it says anything about it. I don't see anything in here about him, law enforcement. Oh, he put JLR in this. Yeah, they didn't dig into everybody's past and they got information wrong. Just saying. Yeah, this looks like a members only story from Olive Barker. Yeah, that looks like a JLR thing there, but I don't see anything. Mm-mm. Just Betty saying it. And if they wanted him to take a lie detector test, if law enforcement wanted him to, I believe he would. Okay, I should be back now. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me now? Am I back? All right, sorry about that. I don't. This is the weirdest thing in this laptop. I should be back by now. Okay, so we're gonna look at something, but I can't find anything from anywhere. Um, and these clickbait titles. TBI demands a polygraph. I think if they were demanding when it had been done, back on the Soto case, I think that case. Oh, Betty's. She had some. She's pissed about the autopsy. She's saying, "Well, that's not true. They're going to have to release it." No, they will use it for the trial if there is a trial. But when you FOIA the records, it will be omitted. It's Florida. She knows that. She's all butthurt because she can't get the autopsy. It's not her damn business. And she says, "Well, I don't know how the laws work." Yeah, you don't know nothing. All right, wait a minute. Let me get to the right channel. Yeah, she was butthurt about that. Okay, where's the other bullhorn, Betty? Man, I heard these people having these freaking 2, 3, 4 channels is insane. And they stream the same content just about. It was about 99.9% is all the same content. Uh, um, oh my God, she did a video. Her thumbnails. Oh my God, you guys got to see this. I can't with this woman. She's as bad as Dolly. Look at these. Sebastian Rogers. I am scared of Chris. She didn't spell it right. And her thumbnail is, and it has a picture of him with a speech bubble saying, "I'm scared of Chris." And a speech bubble was set asking, "Why, son?" And then she goes, Katie responds to Seth. Sebastian Rogers. What the fuck is Katie thinking? What? What is Katie thinking? What was Seth thinking by putting that out there in the first place? I'm sorry, I didn't find anything out of line with her response. And Betty, you've been in that outfit for days. So. But you know what? I wasn't going to play that, but I'm going to. I got the music playing. We're going to listen to a little bit of this. Not much. But
just going to go ahead and read everything that is like going on in this particular case because it's a little crazy. And I'm trying to pull my stuff up here. Where is it?
Here we go, guys.
So
More
Katie
drama.
Proudfoot ended up
Baby Casher.
writing back or responding to Sebastian or Seth Rogers' statements on Justin on TikTok.
Madeline Soho's autopsy. She was bitching about not being able to get it, and she knows the laws in Florida. And then she was saying, "Well, they're gonna have to release it, so we're gonna get it." No, when you FOIA the court transcripts, you won't get the autopsy.
So during
she knows that.
An interview, a live stream broadcast with Justin on TikTok, Seth Rogers indicated an incident that happened to Sebastian Rogers when he was young. Hey, rapper.
Yeah, it was disgusting. You've been in them clothes for a couple days.
A wonderful Friday, TGIF. Anyways, so she ended up responding back, and I don't think, I mean, it's not really a well taken response, I think, but from many. Hey guys, it's nice to see you.
Why isn't it?
Hey, Shayla, Emmy, I can't hardly read. Oh, hindsight, you're in here. It's nice to see you, love. Ronnie, Teresa.
What do you mean it wasn't a well taken response? It was heartbreaking that a mother of a missing child has to even deal with this crap. With the things that you people have done and said. She shouldn't have to. It's her child that's missing, not yours.
Justice Jane, hey guys. Must be getting some notifications. I'll wait for you guys to get in and we'll start all over again. Oh, Crime Stories Obsessed is in there. So we're going to show talking about the response that Katie responded with. First of all, I want to ask everybody, how many people are familiar with this case? If you are, just raise your hand. Don't put a 1 or 2, just raise your hand. If you guys are familiar with, well, it doesn't really matter. I'll just tell you. So Sebastian Rogers is obviously
You're right, doesn't
missing
matter.
because he's on
Because
our
you're
show,
not.
right? He's either missing or something bad happened. And he's an autistic boy that left home, allegedly walked out his front door, according to his mother, in the middle of the night between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. And he was not in his bed whenever she woke up. She got up, she called her husband, which is his stepfather, Chris Proudfoot. Within a few minutes of them realizing he wasn't in the house, they immediately called 911. The story progresses from there to, we won't even get into the day before and all the changes with that, but just that morning, we'll go with the changes of that. So then we find out Katie didn't just call the cops. She ended up going around the neighborhood, going to the school, and then finally the call came in, not immediately, but at 6:33.
Okay, so he's 15. She probably thought he was just wandered off and she went looking for him first, which is what most people do, Betty. It was, 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? The best of your regular. Shut up.
Happened, and it was Chris that ended up calling Seth to report Sebastian missing. Katie's mad that Seth talks about an SA allegation or incident that he had. And I just want to remind everybody, for the record, the only way I knew that they put him in diapers was because of her and Chris. So I don't know.
Betty, I never say nothing about your looks and stuff. I don't. I'm not. But I got to ask you this because it's bugging the hell out of me. Why are you wearing them big ass hoops? Do something with the hair, maybe a little makeup and stuff. You're gonna wear them big ass hoops, not even comb your hair and just or wash your face and just throw your shades on, your glasses on, and go live. I mean, come on now. Oh, this plug is driving me crazy. It's going to shut off again. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing. It says 0, but it says plugged in, so it should not shut off. Okay.
I'm not sure how helpful that was to find your son either. But you know what? And it didn't explain a whole heck of a lot either, did it? But, an SA allegation like Christopher Proudfoot not liking your son, looking at him like a monster, that seems pretty relevant in a situation like this, as opposed to him having to use a diaper to go.
No, it doesn't. It is not relevant at all. And I think you're going to find out that story has been ran with, like you, twisting and turning it, and all the misinformation you spew. Because now the dad's going to go and try to do damage control like he's been doing. It needs to stop. Period.
Go to before he goes to bed. I don't know how that was helping find your son, but I digress. So I just did a video on it, and I was really upset. I got to be honest with you. This message that she wrote, I'm going to read it for you for the ones that didn't get the notification for the video or whatever. What this actually.
I'm not ashamed, Betty, but I'm just asking a legit question about the hoops. But I show my face once in a while, but when I do, I comb my hair and put a little bit of makeup on.
Says so everybody knows. And just in case you don't have to worry. I'm reading it here. It said that child was not 13, and we did not allow my son to be abused. We contacted all authorities. My son received all the available help he could get. Multiple therapists involved. His doctor did know because he went there. He went to the doctor and got checked immediately. Seth was involved in his therapy as well. There are so many lies in this story, including him failing to mention where Seth got banned from the base for his violent tendencies, where at the time my son was seeing a psychiatrist and psychologist to help him with his trauma from Seth's abuse and trauma from being assaulted by this child. Let me be clear. I think it's sickening that this man is airing my son's trauma online. My son deserves better than that. When we find him, and I believe in my heart we will, the truth will come out. He's doing his best to slander us as parents, but my son is loved and cared for and always will be. public opinion based on lies, assumptions, half truths, and is rampant because of things like this, which has nothing to do with finding Sebastian. I will not stoop so low as to partake in the back and forth argument with him. God knows the truth, and the truth always comes out. Please stop the madness and focus on finding Sebastian, because that's the most important thing. I think my short message to Katie Proudfoot is please take your own advice. I mean, I don't know how to clear to say that, because out of everybody that has put Sebastian first, has been searching to find answers for Sebastian, they're not on the top of that list. I would say Seth is on the top of that list. Below Seth on the top of that list is his dedicated volunteers that are out there, boots on the ground.
What?
And below that is the internet army.
Betty, shut the hell up. You have no idea what these people are doing. None. Stop it. You want this wedge between them. You want them to go at each other. It feeds your content. And you're spreading a bunch of crap you don't know for fact, because you don't know.
And below that is mainstream media. Actually, I think mainstream media is even further down than that. I don't know. Let me stop. Let's see what we got here.
Mainstream media is over you.
Was there an arrest for Seth's behavior? I don't think so. It was really weird, ICU. You know, I don't know. It just says, and it's not even clear. It says for his violent tendencies. Like, what does that mean? Did he find out something and raise his voice and get kicked off? I think every parent under the sun.
Oh, but you can't do that for Chris. I see. Because Seth is the one you're supporting, that you've decided that the stepdad is the monster here. You know, it was okay if Seth, was just angry and raised his voice or something, You got excuses for that. You might be surprised what you find if you do a little digging. Just saying.
Dealing with a situation of Seth SA type allegations or something like that has raised their voice and been kicked out of somewhere. That's part of my job. I should stop. That's part of my job, really, right? If there's something I've been kicked out of meetings, I mean, you do that. So is that what happened? What are violent tendencies? What did she mean by that? Like, what is, and it kind of brings me to another point. Why is there stuff so cryptic? Why is Seth, when Seth talks to you, there's no question, I see you. We don't need to question whether somebody was arrested or something, because Seth kind of explains everything, right? It's a thorough explanation. I don't know. I don't even know what violent tendencies mean to her. Violent tendencies could literally mean a number of things to a number of people. I don't know.
Yeah, so thorough that he's got to constantly be going in on other panels, clearing up things. Leave these parents alone. Quit trying to get these parents fighting. Quit trying to make it worse than it is. All of you. This is not helping, Betty. How do you consider this helping? I know. You say, well, it's keeping his name out there. Yeah, okay.
Let me be clear. Say that, Chris, saying of all this, yeah.
Exactly, Morrissey.
Seth is doing another interview at 9 tonight with a response. Oh, good. I really like Seth. I do. But you know what? I like any parent. When I see a parent get up and fight for their kid, I just grab it, because you can't help you know that whatever they're going through. Like I don't understand the pain. I mean, I know that it has to be painful. I feel pain for them, right? But I don't feel their pain because I don't understand their pain. I don't know their pain. And even if two people were in the same position, both of their pains would be different. So it's. But when I see parents coming out and fighting, it's like one of these things where we just want to give them as much support as we can possibly give them,
Mm-hmm.
just be their barrier when they need it, be their,
But you're not doing that. You're not supporting anybody but yourself. Who you should be supporting is Sebastian. But no, you want to bring all this drama to it, just like you did the Summer Wells case, the Petito case. All the cases you insert yourself into.
Hans when needed. Be there, just be there. If somebody's attacking them, you go and take some of the brunt. You see what I'm saying? Like you just try to insulate them and protect them. And it's like on the ground, people are like that. I guarantee if anybody came up and was disrespectful, his volunteers would turn around and probably say something to him, right? It wouldn't have to be Seth that had to say something. And that's kind of where it is. We're all sitting here behind Seth because we're seeing Seth really do groundwork, really trying. We're seeing his emotion. We're watching him. We're going through this entire process with Seth, and it's really hard for all of us to watch. But we're going through it, and we're helping out as much as we can. We're giving him everything that we've got.
You guys have attacked Chris and Katie from the very get-go. Before anything even kicked off, you guys were attacking them. Stop it. You know what? I'm sorry, but they need to take him off the pedestal. Just saying. It's just so messed up. It's so messed up. And they're getting the blame for everything, but they're not the ones making all the snide comments, throwing their jabs in when they're on other channels and in chats. They're not the ones making accusations and stuff. I mean, it is what it is. It needs to stop. Just work together for your son's sake. I pray for all of you that he comes home safe, but this gotta stop.
To give, and meanwhile, the two people that last saw Sebastian healthy and alive are sitting on their ever-loving butt.
Survivor guilt is a bad thing, Betty, and that's what's... Yeah. Exactly. That's what I mean, little Irish girls. Everybody has their own, But they said they would leaving no stone unturned, but they have. They've only ever concentrated on Chris, the step dad.
Complaining.
The one who was the furthest away and has been proven, I'm sure law enforcement has it. They've made it clear there's no foul play, especially with the parents. I'm sure it's been more than verified where Chris was. He was far away, and there's proof of that. And it wouldn't matter if law enforcement released everything they had. These people would not change. Law enforcement has come out and said those weren't his glasses. They still ran with live after live after live that they were his glasses. Law enforcement has stated that there is no foul play at this time, and that the parents have been more than cooperative. All of the parents, and they don't suspect foul play as far as the parents. But that wasn't good enough. They tripled down on the step dad and mom. And they've done this from the get-go. And Seth has seen this from the get-go. Has been on many panels in chats while it's being done. Co-signing it. And I don't understand that. I'm going to chalk it up to he's just an emotional mess because his son's missing. At least that's what I'm hoping it is. Just get away from these YouTube streets, really. That's the best thing y'all could do. Stop it. All of y'all. Stop it. Put your baby first, not your egos.
About everything. And doing absolutely nothing to help or change the outcome or the circumstances. I don't get it. When she filed for divorce, she also claimed Seth abused Sebastian. Why wait to report it? Exactly. Why wait?
Number one, you don't know anything about their marriage or their divorce. You don't know if complaints were made. You don't know because it's not your business. And they were living on military housing. In military housing, she was in the military. even harder records to get a hold of.
But you know what? She seems like one of those people that obviously shovel things right up under the rug, doesn't she? I mean, isn't that kind of what she did in this situation, especially with a Chris?
Exactly. This isn't about Chris's past marriages or custody battles. This is about Sebastian, a 15-year-old who is missing. Yep. I don't care about none of that other stuff. All I care about is them finding that boy. That's all I care about. I don't care what these parents do. I don't care what they've done. I want to know. I just want Sebastian found. And God forbid if anything did happen, that whoever did it is punished. That there's justice. But I just refuse to believe. I just got to believe he's going to come. He's going to be found safe. But there's no evidence. There's nothing to prove that the stepdad had anything to do with it.
Spanking her son, knowing that they have all sat down and talked to it as a family and have discussed no corporal punishment.
Okay.
It's not good for him.
He admitted to spanking him once. And you guys have twisted that into the kid was being severely abused and all this. Shut up.
Because of his disability.
When they tried to be transparent and they tried to be brutally honest, you people attacked them for it and twisted it all up. They don't owe you anything. It's not your business.
The one thing she was right about in the whole statement was that God knows. Yeah, Gigi, you're right. She needs to take her own advice and go find Sebastian, June girl. Yep. She must be mistaken for her own husband. He seems like he's the only one that has a violent background. Yep. She wouldn't have. And you know what's funny? You know what, Christy? I'm reading your comment, and you're right about that. But now it's like, the only time we're hearing anything bad or abusive on Seth's side is after the fact. We never heard those things before the fact. And we had an inkling that something wasn't right with Chris way, way, way early. And it's like Nina Gomez's testimony, her
testimony. What? Betty. She's a bitter ex that went through a nasty divorce and is now going through a nasty custody battle. Stop it. You see no evidence, no proof of anything, just words.
Experience resonated with a lot of us, but it was like we knew, but I don't think we knew to that caliber, like to that level, like how bad it really was. But yeah, he's the only one that appears to have a violent background. But now that his violent background's exposed, now Seth's got to have one too, don't you know? Teresa says Seth has shown great restraint in not dishing on Kate because he's been asked repeatedly. He's fed up with her and CP's. Yes, and that's what he's not wanting. When he says, "I don't want to trash them," I truly believe he doesn't want to trash them, but in the same sense, he's wanting to get information out, and it's not going to look
exactly. And Chris was slammed for going back to work. Oh yeah, there's been many cash out. That cash out's been passed around for a while now, hard and heavy. Yes, it has been, and pushing the GoFundMe. Yes, it has.
Good for them. He's not trying to trash them, but the truth is the truth. If that makes them look bad.
You're right, Wise Angel. The wedge is getting big.
We all have to kind of eat just desserts. And nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I don't think perfection. I don't expect people to be flawless.
DHB just runs her mouth, and she's not even good at that yet. YouTube bad creators have tore this family apart. Thank God we have good ones that stand for Sebastian. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I don't want to see them bickering and fighting. I want to see them standing strong together, standing up for their son. They are going through a horrific thing, and it's sad that they can't support each other. I'm sad.
I know that everybody's got their skeletons in their closet. I know that everybody has their history, their past. The only thing that I ever expect from anybody is just better. Better than yesterday. right? Even if it's just a little better, that's progress. It's progress, not perfection. I don't believe in perfection.
Okay,
I never have, never
but
will.
you don't expect that from yourself because you don't do better every day, Betty.
I don't believe it exists. No criminal justice degree. I've got an AA and paralegal studies degree. I hope that answered your question. Hello, just joined in.
Betty, stop bragging about your degree mill or certificate mill diploma thing. Come on now. We've seen your court paperwork. We've heard your so-called expertise in the law in these cases. Don't brag about it, Betty. Don't brag about it. Girl, you didn't know the difference between Georgia the country and Georgia the state.
Oh, hey, Bonnie. It's nice to see you, love. I cannot believe her response. She needs to be out searching for Sebastian. Oh, but she does say, I mean, she does say that. She does say that. She seems to know that she should be out searching. She seems to know that Sebastian is the most important. She seems to know that Sebastian needs to be found, but she just doesn't seem to want to participate or help in it. I don't quite get it either. It's a little confusing.
Don't know what she's doing, Betty. And honestly, after the way they've been treated, if I was law enforcement, I would demand they stay away from these searches. Because there's too many nuts in the world. And you people have put out so much misinformation and outright lies about the stepdad that, yeah, it probably wouldn't be safe for them to even join in on a search for their own child because of idiots like you. That's what's bad, Betty. But you have no idea what she's doing.
It's very confusing for me. I can understand why my audience is confused because I'm just sitting here just as confused thinking, man, she wants everybody out there helping for her son, but she's not willing to even get up off her ass. And she ran away from home. And she wants to sell the only home her son knew. Well, shit.
You're still saying that. You're still running with that. That house was never for sale, Betty. It's not for sale. Why are you still spewing those rumors and gossip? You know it's not true.
Sucks. I really do wish Katie would take her own advice. I think she needs to quit being in denial and start coming into reality and start having, some come to Jesus conversations with herself because she's not acting right. She's just not acting right. And that's what I said in my last video is that, what did I say? Good Lord, I can't remember. Let's just watch.
Betty, how's she supposed to be acting? How is she supposed to be acting? You're not a mother, so you'll never experience having a missing child. And I pray no one has to experience it. But how dare you? You have no idea. So now you're going to tell people how they should act and how they respond to things? Who the hell are you? Oh my God, I've been on here too long.
I think it was like 9 minutes. Where am I on here?
Oh, you scared me, James.
Yeah. Oh, we'll just watch it real quick. Why not? We got nothing better to do. It's Friday. TGIF, everybody. Why isn't everybody having a party? Why don't I see like balloons and stuff popping off in the chat? It is Friday, folks. Are you guys not happy it's Friday? What is up with you? What is up with you? Let's see what we got here.
Okay, guys, I got an unexpected company.
That's right. It has the same thumbnail, just a different color because I'm I'm lazy. Don't tell anybody. There we go. Can you guys see it?
Got bit in the face by a dog. And
I'm going to let this play for a minute and let them in.
He's scared of dogs. I mean, he's not scared of anything. Except for, I guess, his stepmother.
Sebastian Rogers is a 15-year-old autistic boy that disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee on February 26th in the early morning hours around 6 o'clock in the morning. So how does it make me feel when I read this post from Katie Proudfoot about the SA allegations and the rest of her statement?
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need StreamYard on air. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce the launch of StreamYard On Air. StreamYard On Air is a live webinar platform. You can host a webinar, an event, or a live stream on StreamYard or embed it on your site. With a simple registration page, you can collect all of the emails and names of your viewers. Your attendees don't have to create an account, and they don't have to download clunky webinar software. StreamYard On Air is redefining web.
One is that
Okay.
it seems to me she's lashing out at
Is that
Seth
volume really low?
for coming forward and telling the truth. So here is Katie Proudfoot's response to Seth Rogers' allegations related to
She's the only one I know that makes her TikTok videos and pushes them down your throat on her YouTube.
Like it's clear or worse.
15-year-old autistic boy who disappeared on February 26th in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and has never been heard or seen since. His mom and stepfather have come under heavy scrutiny because the last known place was their home, and the information.
The house has never been put up for sale. The house is not for sale. Where's your proof of this, Betty?
And stories
All right.
around his
Now I
disappearance
can.
and what led up to his disappearance are skewed and have been modified several times, and it causes great concern for my audience as well as me and a lot of other people. Her response is, that child was not 13 and we did not allow my son to be abused. We contacted all authorities. My son received all the available help he could get, multiple therapists involved. His doctor did know because he went to the doctor and got checked immediately. Seth was involved in his therapy as well. There is so many lies in this story, including him failing to mention that where Seth got banned from the base for his violent tendencies, where at the time my son was seeing a psychiatrist and psychologist to help him with his trauma from sex abuse and the trauma from being assaulted by this child. Let me be clear, I think this is sickening that this man is airing my son's trauma online. My son deserves better than that. When we find him, and I believe in my heart we will, the truth will come out. He is doing his best to slander us as parents, but my son is loved and cared for and always will be. Public opinion based on lies, assumptions, half truths is rampant because of things like this, which has nothing to do with fighting Sebastian. I will not stoop as low as to partake in a back and forth argument with him. God knows the truth, and the truth always comes out. Please stop the madness and focus on finding Sebastian, because that's the most important thing. Finding Sebastian.
Okay.
And while I do agree,
Is it legal to pull someone else's?
a lot of her stuff, a lot of her actions have really
You know what? That's a good question. That's a good question. Um, I don't understand how they're getting their financials and their mortgage information, especially if it's a VA funded mortgage. Um, that's yeah. It's also information that has no bearing whatsoever on Sebastian being missing and is none of our damn business, to be honest with y'all. She didn't know about the CPS calls, but in this, he says that he knew. Yeah, there's about the CPS calls. Like I said, I don't want to say. I he's like I said, I'm chalking this up. Hopefully that it's his son is missing, and he's been swooned in and by these YouTubers. That's and exploited. That's the best I can say. All right.
But I do agree with this one statement. Sebastian is the most important thing, and we need to be focusing on Sebastian, and we need help find Sebastian. And it seems like his father's helping, trying to find Sebastian. People like me are helping try to find Sebastian. We've got volunteers that are going out by the graciousness of their heart to help find Sebastian. Sebastian is first and foremost to all of us. But what we see from Chris and Katie Proudfoot is that they like to pack up and run off and not lift a finger to help find Sebastian. So when I read this, it makes my blood boil as well, but not towards Seth, toward Katie Proudfoot. It seems to me that now all of a sudden Seth is no longer a good parent and abusive. Now, we already knew because, again, Christopher Proudfoot let the world know that he is the one that hit Sebastian and that he had the Child Protective Services called on him. So far to date, I haven't heard where Child Protective Services were called on Seth or anything coming out of it. Now, I don't know whether that happened.
This bus app won't let me sign in so I can see where my kid's bus is. Drives me up the wall. Okay, she scanned into the onto the bus, but I don't know why it won't let me log in. I've been waiting all day for a damn, and it goes to that screen. Forgot password.
Well, I gotta show you what happened with Dallas's jacket. So I put his dragon on the back.
Happened or not, but Katie's trying to imply that he is a violent man. I would say that I would be concerned with him, like say if my child disappeared and I may be responsible. Just a thought. And then it was so disheartening to hear her tell how she thought it was sickening for this man to air her son's laundry to the public. Yet she's not even out looking for her son. She says she cares so much about. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know how this makes me feel. Well, I do. It makes me feel angry. It upsets me. It upsets me that she is so delusional she can't even see what the rest of us are seeing. I don't know how to get her and her husband off their butts and out there searching for him. But they are so worried about their image. They are so worried about what people think of them. They are so worried about people being mean to them or looking down upon them that they run away. They're so worried about how the world previews or views them. So much so, they don't even care what is going to happen to their son, what has happened to their son, or where their son is. They would rather have their family follow Seth around to see what he and his volunteers are doing, as opposed to standing next to him and just helping. They're the ones doing all of this, and I just don't know why. I can't put it past me, but we have to look at the facts. Everybody always wants to look at the facts. The bottom line is he didn't have friends.
Take this back home and cut the facts and then bring it back.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Betty.
I
She's
didn't
showing everybody her
either.
TikTok. I can't take much more of this.
Are eliminated. So the only people that would have had access to him means motive and opportunity would be his family. The only people that could coax him out of the house would be somebody familiar to him, such as family. He didn't leave with any shoes or socks on his feet, even though he doesn't go outside barefoot. Chris Proudfoot had a lot of scratches up and down both of his arms shortly after Sebastian disappeared. And while, none of us are there, we can't say, hey, Chris did this or Katie did that. What we can do is look at their behaviors and apply a reasonable standard to it and say, is this how reasonable people would act? And the answer is no. And we can't keep looking past that. And when I read this from Katie Proudfoot, it pisses me off. She has no thought process into a statement like this or how it makes the rest of the world feel when we're the ones out here looking for her son. We're the ones out here tearing up these internet streets from daylight to dark trying to find any information, any leads to his whereabouts while they sit on their ass and complain about their freaking image. It pisses me off. His mother, Katie Proudfoot, told law enforcement agencies that when she put him to bed at 9 p.m., there was no issues. When she woke up at 6 a.m., he was gone. She called her husband. They looked around the house. She could not find him. Her husband and her immediately three-way law enforcement. He came home. They notified the biological father, Seth Rogers, and the rest is history. Since this case has begun, we've watched absolute madness in this case. And people always like to blame social media. But in this case, it wasn't. It was a horrible nonprofit organization that stopped searches for days. They were known as the United Cajun Navy. They stole another nonprofit's history for profit and did absolutely nothing but be absolutely disrespectful to everybody in the community. The community.
All right, guys, sorry. That was so sweet. My neighbor came up. This woman is one heck of a seamstress. She's had her own site selling stuff, but she can make anything. And she does all this really, she can sew anything out of anything. I don't think she's ever bought a costume. She makes everything. But she makes stuff for the kids. Like she made my daughter this gorgeous reading pillow and embroidered her unicorns and stuff on it. And there's a pocket in the back of the pillow for your book. It's really pretty. But she makes them jackets and stuff. But she made them jackets. And wait till I show them to you. They are gorgeous. She put horses on my daughters and dragons on my sons. And I felt bad because I was live and I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks. Well, she's streaming herself. Yeah, she's streaming herself.
Out. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Blue Confetti channel. If you'd like to help even further, consider becoming a monthly member. God bless.
There you have it, folks. So if you have no clue on how I feel, that is exactly my sentiments on all of this.
It doesn't matter how you feel. You're not relevant in this story, in this case. So your feelings don't matter in this. I'm sorry, but they're irrelevant. And you're not helping in any way.
On everything, on their behavior, on, why I feel the way I feel, even lacking of information. It just doesn't make sense. Their behavior doesn't make sense. It hasn't made sense since the beginning. I think we all really thought this boy walked out that door, and we just really wanted to help. But we knew early on, because the ground searchers were talking to the media, the mainstream media, and they were saying, that there was no scent, that they've never seen anything like this. They've never got out there and had a situation where the dogs didn't pick up anything. They said they've never encountered that. And that's when I think that the regular, people started looking into that and thinking, these are searchers that have done this for many, many years. I think this guy said he had 20 or 30 years of experience. I mean, it was something ridiculous and no scent. He had never seen or experienced something like that. So I think that's when everybody started kind of looking in and saying, there might be something more. But I don't think anybody was ready to make that leap. It was too early on. And so we were really eager to hear from the parents. And about 8 days after this boy disappeared was the first interview that Chris and Katie had. And that just set the internet on this firestorm. I mean, there was just people coming out of the woodworks that just started attacking Chris Proudfoot. There was just something about Chris, his mannerism. People just looked at him and just started saying, look at the stepfather, look at the stepfather. I mean, everything was stepfather, stepfather, stepfather. It wasn't even Katie at that point. It was just the stepfather. And then it went from the stepfather to both of them. And now we're in a situation that we're in. And now we've got them, which the reason why we're in the situation we're in is because they didn't really do anything to change anybody's mind when it started going south. They started, getting nervous, and they started doing things like, when you have a missing child, the last thing that I think, because when I've been in stressful situations and I've had to act, the last thing I'm worried about is what somebody thinks of me. I mean, my image, my reputation, I mean, it's the furthest thing. I mean, even doing what I do here on social media, image and stuff like that really is the furthest thing from my mind. It's the victim. It's doing whatever it takes for the cause or the victim. Depending on what hat I'm wearing that day, whether it's political or true crime. But you can't. And I've never seen any innocent parent give a damn about what people think. Most parents, what they end up doing is assigning somebody to take over looking at the social media so they can maintain their search efforts, getting out there and dealing with people and knocking doors and asking questions and seeing what people know. I would think, as a mother, any mother, just your child didn't come home on time after a school event. You're kind of calling the friends, you're knocking on the door saying, hey, where's my daughter? Oh, she's in the back room still playing. She must have her phone turned off, Where is Katie in all of this and knocking doors and really trying to do shoe leather work on trying to find out if anybody saw her son? If we remember going back to Riley Strain's case and his mother, she was walking up and down that strip, going to every single shop owner she could find and stopping them and having them immediately look at their footage to see if they saw her son. You see, and that's a mama bear. That is to me an instinctual action. It's not something that needs to be thought or planned. You got a missing cub, you jump into action, you do whatever it takes to get answers, to find answers. You've got war rooms, you got friends over, you're looking at maps, you're communicating with others saying, hey, this might be a prime area. We think he could get to this area by this amount of time. You have all these actions that you see each and every parent doing in a situation like that that's presented with something like this. But when you have, in this particular case, 2 military trained people that would know better how to do something like this, totally taking a back seat, sitting down, and then when people start saying, hey, dude, why aren't you out here helping? They pack up and leave town. Not once, but twice. That's not.
I can't with her ignorance. I cannot with Betty's freaking ignorance. I cannot. She has no idea what is going on with these people. And for all she knows, I don't know.
Sus? Man, we shouldn't even look at them. How dare us? How dare us even consider that they had anything with their stellar reputation and all? How dare us?
Yeah, how dare you?
Dog don't lie. They didn't pick up his scent. Yeah. And they're trying to justify it now because I think they need to tamper down the stuff because they still need them talking. They still need them being cooperative. And as time is clicking on and as each day passes by, I guarantee you Chris Proudfoot's getting more nervous and more nervous. And he's going to start taking that advice and shutting the hell up. Their window of opportunity to get information from Katie and Chris is closing, if it hasn't closed already. Could he actually be in the house, under the house, attic? You know, Laura, no, I don't. And here's why. Even though they didn't do forensic testing, they did do a surface search. And I would have to think in the surface search, under the house, the attic, all that would have been covered. And they probably most likely would have used, may have used some type of dog in the home, but I'm not sure because of the other dogs. I don't know how all that works inside homes and dogs inside homes or looking for evidence inside homes other than like drug dogs. So I'm kind of ignorant on that, but I think that they have, if I'm not mistaken, TBI did put out a statement that they have searched all their entire property and any kind of, like, I guess they have like an outbuilding or something like that on there or something to that effect. So yeah, I'd have to think that all of those things were done under that surface search. The only search that my understanding is that deep forensic search has never been done on the property. And that's the one that needs to be done.
Oh, I finally got into the bus app. Holy
reaching,
cow.
What if
no crap. I've been trying to get into the bus app since this morning. Oh, the bus is here. Okay.
the kid that essayed him came for him? He'd be grown. Well, I don't think it's not if Seth's story's true. I think the mom's statement corroborated the statement is true. I think the issues are Seth is calling the boy 13, and she, even though she didn't state an age, you know, like if you're going to make a corrective statement like, and the boy wasn't 13, you would think that you would put the actual age in there.
But she doesn't have to. She shouldn't have had to make that statement because it's none of you guys' business.
Like, the boy wasn't 13, he was 11. But, you know, it doesn't make a difference how.
Yeah, they've searched the house. They've used dogs. They've searched everywhere around there multiple times. It's lost on Betty's ears because Betty doesn't actually use her ears. They're just there.
It was. I mean, it doesn't matter if the boy was 6 years old. It matters about the trauma.
And she didn't deny that, Betty. Shut up. You don't have no idea what you're talking about. It's just what you can jump on and run with to be negative to go after the stepdad.
Matter. Like, she's focusing on an age, and Seth is focusing on the trauma itself. This lady, I can't with her. This has a flavor of Gannon's stout. You know, it's kind of funny that you say that because you're not the first one that said that. I've been, you know, I don't really go in a lot of chat rooms. I'm trying to get better and get more, because when I first started out, I did that. And then with everything going on, it was just I just needed to kind of take a step back a little bit. And so now that this case has kind of come up and I'm really diving in and doing really deep investigative work on it, I am seeing that. I am seeing kind of this Gannon's stout type of stuff to it, you know, because the father didn't know. You know, I feel like Katie, in a sense, I feel like Katie didn't know, but she knew how Chris was. That's why I'm so angry with her. That's why I said no matter whether she's guilty of knowledge or not, she's guilty of knowing how badly Chris treated Sebastian, and she stood idly by her man at the expense of her son. And I just have no respect for that. I don't think any of the women in my chat have respect for that. I think I don't know of any woman, you know, whether on here or not. I have to think that all women, whether we personally like each other or not, have to agree with that statement. I'm fairly new here, but I love Betty. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it. I see a lot myself in her. She definitely has more tact than I do. Don't give me too much credit, babe. You haven't seen me on a roll yet. Like you said, you're new to the channel.
Wow.
You're gonna have to take the sweet with the salt. That's all I gotta say. Your statement is very my very thoughts about
There's
this
my
case.
kids.
Yeah, I'm just it's one of those things. People think that
It's Friday. They're going to be
when we
excited.
cover these cases, we don't care. I can tell you that
They get
there's
to get right on
the
their
case has
iPads.
to resonate with me for me to pick it up. It's gotta make me curious. It's gotta make me want to help. If I don't have
Hey guys,
that in it,
do me a favor. Hit that like button. If you're not subbed, sub up. But I've been on here so long that probably only my diehards are here.
then I won't do good at it. And so, like, even this one, even though we can't get out here and search, I'm jammed up with the car. We see what time it is, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was supposed to have my car back 2 weeks ago, and I'm still sitting here without a freaking car. I'm not a happy camper about it, but it is what it is.
Oh, I couldn't have done it.
It has prevented me from being able to, I needed to leave yesterday in order to get out there for the Saturday stuff. So there's just not, it's not going to be something doable. But I've got, once I get back from Illinois, I'm planning on doing a trip out there because, after all this stuff dies down, Sebastian still needs to be searched for. So once it clears out there, we'll go in.
So you need to just go by and get your content. Is that what you're saying?
After the 20th, maybe I'll probably start heading up there probably about the 21st, and then that'll give me an opportunity. I won't be so rushed. We'll be able to stay a whole entire week up there. We'll be able to really do some impactful searches, identify some areas that may not have been identified. They're staying kind of right in that area.
You did.
There's some other places that are just calling at me that I really want to get out and look at, just to see if they're viable. And maybe just take a half a day and just
don't let Baba out.
In a couple spots just to see. There's just some spots that I look at and I'm just like, they're just calling my name and I don't know why, but they are. So I just really want to get out there and look at those. But again, it's not in the area that they're at all. It's actually significantly over an hour away from where they're at right now.
Okay. I cannot take no more of Betty's misinformation. I cannot. And accusations with no evidence. We'll finish this. Probably not tonight. I doubt I'll come back live. It depends. If there's a lot of people live, no. There's not nobody live, I might. But if not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. And we'll finish up on Betty. But I need a break from this. It's too much. It's too much. The constant. It's too much. Those earrings are from the 80s. I wore them in the 90s. Isn't that beautiful? Guys, I gotta figure out a way I gotta show you. Come here, I want to take pictures of them. I want to show.
I'll get in it right now.
No, I'll show you guys. I can't do it right now. But thank you guys all for hanging out with me. I've been on here a very long time. Like I said, we'll finish this over the weekend because I have some other things I want to show you. And I'm sure more's going to pop off. But I at least had some laughs going over the rose and paper cut stuff. And, sad all this drama's going to follow Sebastian. But guys, please put Sebastian's picture out there. Share it as much as possible. Get his info out there. And I just pray that he's found safe and sound and returned home. But thank you for the gifted memberships. Appreciate you. Thank you for renewing. And everybody, y'all just have a good time. And I'll see you on the YouTube streets. Bye, y'all.